Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another Cooking Live with me, Jose. All right, how's it going? Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's just been one of those days. Just one of those days. As you guys already know, it's not just been one of those days. I'm sure you guys can relate. Maybe you're having a great, wonderful day today. But I'm sure you out there have at some point been one of those people that's had one of those days. And guess what? I today have had one of those days. In fact, right before I was about to live stream after having one of those days, by the way, everything's great. Just, you know, as always, we're all human here, and I like to share the whole human experience. But, you know, what I was about to say is that, yeah, like right about as I was about to go live, the power went out and it just discombobulated everything because everything is all kind of like connected on the network and all this stuff. And then I was just spending like the last like few minutes trying to figure out how to reconnect the GoPro. Anyways, so, you know, we're here and thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me today. As you guys already know, we just started this channel not too long ago, and we've been doing a lot of, I don't know, to me it's been really cool, really fun, really exciting, a lot of awesome stuff going on all the time. And to me, I'm trying to present to you guys the real life experience, you know, real life. You know, at the end of the day, even though today I had one of those days, well, guess what? I still had to come home, and before I got to chill, relax, or do any of those things, I still have to cook dinner, all right? And I could easily, all right, order food out, order pizza, anything like that. But as you guys know, most of us are on a budget. You know, most of us are trying to eat healthy, you know, what have you. And, you know, that's not really an option. You know, it's maybe an option. It's maybe an option once in a while, but really not really all the time. So at the end of the day, you know, we still got to come home, you know, no matter how stressed, no matter how many things we had going on, no matter, again, one of those days, you know, where everything just not necessarily goes wrong, it's just things happen. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was about to go live and the power goes up. It's just storming outside. I can't control that. Well, what can I do? You know, I couldn't do anything about that. All I had to do was just wait, you know, for the power to come back on, and then I had to reset the whole network, redo the whole thing, working on the GoPro, trying to see if I can reconnect this. I couldn't. You know, it's pending. Hopefully we can use the GoPro in today's episode, but like I said, I had to go live. I couldn't restart everything, you know, because then it would just take forever. And but anyways, we're here and we're gonna cook. And today I was actually planning on doing something very simple, you know, pretty chill. On Sunday, so Sunday that's coming up is for anyone out there that is not aware, because I'm sure there's a bunch of you. It's NFL kickoff. You know, the first game of the NFL season. The first game was last night. But I mean, you know, the first, you know, round of games, you know, it's every Sunday. For those of you guys that enjoy football, you already know what's up. But for those of you guys that don't know too much about football, that's what's happening on Sunday. All right, let me check real quick and make sure you guys are, let me know outside in the chat, please, if everything is coming in loud and clear, if you guys can hear me, everything, you know, you can hear the music and all that good stuff. But anyways, so on Sunday, I'm planning on doing a special live stream. I'm definitely not going to be late for this one, okay? So on Sunday, I'm having a special NFL kickoff live stream. So I'm going to be cooking some hot wings. I'm going to be making some nachos. We're going to make some guacamole. We're going to have some mojitos, some Coronas, and all that good stuff. And I think, well, I forgot what else. Yeah, but anyways, I think that's it. But we're just gonna do, you know, a little bit of that. And so today, you know, we're part of what we're gonna be doing for, you know, for Sunday, is that if you guys remember a couple episodes ago when I made the shredded beef with the French onion soup, well, some of that shredded beef we're saving for the nachos. Today, I'm making the beans for the nachos. And then also for a bean dip, you know what I mean? If later on we might make that on Sunday, depending how many beans we have left over. But again, for bean dip, for the bean topping, for the nachos. So we're gonna be making that. I'm also gonna be marinating some wings for Sunday. We're gonna be making the Tortilla Española. Tortilla Española is something that's pretty easy, pretty simple to make. It's very typical in a Cuban household, in a Spanish household, very quick meal that you guys can make. It is so delicious. And it's only like 3 ingredients. it's definitely going to make you look at, eggs and an egg omelet in a completely different manner. Because in my culture, the way I was raised, we ate these Tortilla Española all the time. In fact, I remember as a kid when we didn't have that much money, end of the month, end of the week, whatever, right? We used to have to eat this with rice and beans, and I used to fucking hate it because it was like eggs and potatoes and eggs and whatever the hell was in the fridge, And I was like, man, I want a pizza, I want McDonald's, I want whatever. But then later on as an adult, I learned to appreciate the yumminess and the awesomeness that this is, okay? Because it's not even nostalgia, Again, this is, if anyone that's tried it before, a Tortilla Española, you already know what's up. It's something that's very delicious, and it's only a handful of ingredients, and we're gonna be making that today. And then the beans, I really wanted to make red beans, like an actual red bean situation, but unfortunately, those red beans are a little hard to come by out here. So what I had available, let me see if I can show you guys. What I had available was these beans. They're called Flor de Mayo, okay? Flor de Mayo. And they're the reddest beans that they had available fresh at the market. And that's the thing, that's good and bad about living in a place like this. You know what I mean? The fact that you, sometimes you don't have everything available, but you do have, at the very least, things, everything's per season. So the red beans are out of season. So you already know that they grow them local, and they come, from around somewhere in Mexico. And then these are the only ones that they had in season, which are called Flor de Mayo. I've never cooked them before, but it's not gonna stop me. All right, so we're gonna do that. All right, we're gonna cook these beans. All right, and I bought some pork. All right, some just smoked pork that we're gonna add to this. So what we're gonna do to this is just kind of make a very typical sofrito type thing. Again, something similar to what we've done before with the beans or anything else. So I'm just gonna get, some onion, some pepper, okay? We're gonna chop these up with some garlic, okay? Some fresh garlic all these things that we picked up at the market the other day. Let me see, can you guys hear the music? All right, anyways, don't matter, you're not here for the music, are you? Okay, so we're just gonna make a quick little sofrito. We're gonna add some of that ham. We're gonna use a little bit of, there we go, we got some pork fat. All right, we're gonna use some of that. Let me see if I can let me see while I'm talking here, I can try to get this thing going. See if I can get the GoPro going, because I really want to show you, the first person perspective here, give you all the perspectives. We'll do a three camera angle situation here. But yeah, man, this whole thing got discombobulated, But anyway, so the reason that, again, today's episode, me. If anyone that's watched my other channels or watch a lot of the content that I make, you already know how I work. I barrel through. I do a lot of motivational content. I do just things like that. So in this case, it would have been very easy. Remember, I got no incentive to do anything here. I'm just doing this because I want to do it. All right, but the point is, it could have been very easy to just cancel today. You know what I mean? And maybe do it tomorrow, maybe not. You know what I mean? And then whatever. We move on. But the thing is, it's no, part of the whole experience and part of everything I'm doing here. By the way, I know I should be cooking right now, but I'm just, we're giving things time here, so see if we can connect and give you guys a full experience. Anyways, speaking of the full experience, that's what I'm trying to share with you guys here. The point that, most of us, don't have a lot of time to cook, don't have a lot of time to do things, don't have a lot of time for even entertainment, whatever. And so, but we still got to make it happen. We still got to do these things. And that's it, That's what we're trying to do here, trying to show you that no matter what, we can make it happen. So today's gonna be very simple. Look, one of the things that I was able to do was soak the beans. I almost never really soak the beans because I'm always so busy doing things. And I like to cook them all the way through. Even though a lot of people soak the beans, I'm a non-soaker. Anyways, I'm telling you, man, I'm a non-smoker. Anyways, all right, forget it. Anyway, so the point I'm making is that with the bean situation, I decided to soak them this time around because I knew that I was going to make them. I was like, let me soak them because that way it'll save me some time. I hope that's the idea. So that way during the cooking process, it won't take as long. And the reason I don't soak them, me personally, is so that when I'm cooking them with all the stuff You know what I mean? The beans, instead of just being soaked with water, they're being soaked with the stock. They're being soaked with all that good stuff. Speaking of stock, let's go to the fridge real quick and pick out the chicken stock that we have in there that we made previously for something else. I forgot what we made this chicken stock for. We have it here. All right, come on. See, can we connect or what? We're gonna connect. We're gonna do this. So we got some chicken stock that we're gonna use. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I don't know what's going on with the... I have no idea what's going on with the GoPro. We might not have GoPro for today's episode, guys. I apologize. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. And I can't really reset anything else. Nothing else I can do here. Let me just try one more thing here. Try one more time. Let me try one more time. Otherwise, we're not gonna have GoPro today. Sorry. Not my fault. I apologize. But anyways, we're gonna make this happen no matter what. All right, so we got some chicken stock, and then I bought this at the store. You know, just some pork. Just a little bright there. Some smoked pork, just to add some flavors, some flavor. Usually, what I would love to add would be some ham hocks, but there wasn't. They don't have ham hocks out here. So, you know, there's a lot of things that they have, a lot of things they don't have. You gotta make it work. You gotta make it happen. So, it is what it is, though. You know, no doubt. So yeah, I'm wondering why this thing isn't connected, man. I need Hugo to help me out here. Hugo! Anyways, I gotta do this later. Alright, so we're just gonna try one last attempt at the GoPro connection, and then that's it. You know what I mean? We forget it, we get it. We don't, we don't. I don't know what to say. Alright, so let's start the beans, okay? That's number one. So might as well just get the biggest pot you got possible. When you're making anything like this, just get the biggest pot, okay? It just makes things so much easier. Okay? So I think I'm just gonna pop this over here. Alright? We're gonna pop this over here. We're just gonna chop this up a little bit. Let me see what onions I have. Hold on. I keep using up all the onions. I keep using up all the onions. Oye, tú usaste la cebolla entera. Oye, tú usaste la cebolla entera. Gracias. All right, hold on. I'm looking for an onion. Onion. Yeah, alright, so GoPro is not working. Not quite sure what's going on with that. This is... Anyway, so yeah. Hold on, 1 second. Alright. I'm just gonna put this GoPro guy away. So sorry, guys. I apologize. This thing is not being cooperative today. So. I mean, like I said, it was working before, and then bam, you know, lights went out and they just died on me. So whatever, man. Hey, I really apologize for all that wasted time with that. Jesus, man. Okay, so let's just get to cooking. Let's just get to the whole thing. All right, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna. We got like a half an onion here. I was able to locate that. I think I'm gonna save this big onion then. I'm trying to see how much onion do I need. We're gonna, oh, you know what? Yeah, we need a lot of onion. Okay, I'm gonna chop this guy up because I need some onions also for the Tortilla Española. Look, the Tortilla Española is gonna be onions, potatoes, eggs, salt, olive oil. That's it. Bam. So let's get the onions. So I'm just gonna chop up all these onions, all right? You hear all those birds outside? How beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna show you. Okay? I'm trying to do my best here. Best. I think you guys can see there. All right, so we're gonna wash this guy, cut him up. So yeah, guys, you know, at the end of the day, you know, today wasn't a horrible day. It was a great day. It was an amazing day. I actually had a nice day. I'm not gonna lie. But as you know, things just pile up. Things just pile up, you know, or things just get in the way, etc., etc. And eventually, you know, before you know it, you know, it's just one of those days. And if you've got the wrong mindset, it could be a terrible day. If you got the right mindset, you know, it's just, again, you know, you got a little bit hurried, you got a lot to do, etc., etc. But, you know, you can find your beach, right? Like the Corona commercial. You can find your happiness. So, you know, right here, right now, you know, up until, you know, I mean, I was less stressed about setting up today than I usually am. Just because I was like, fuck it. I kind of like gave up on, you know what I mean? Like on XYZ and just said, hey, you know, just do the live stream and so on and so forth. And that's it. And yeah, you know what I mean? It was just, it made things so much easier and better. Just changing the mindset, you know what I mean? To, you know, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like whatever, you know what I mean? Just go with the flow and deal with it. All right, let me wash these onions real quick. And I'm gonna change the camera a little bit to see if we can get a better angle. Hey. Again, it was like I'm dropping everything, things slipping on my hands, you know, all kinds of funny things like that. But it's like, you either embrace the day, embrace these things, or man, they're gonna sink you quicker than Battleship sunk. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can get a better angle here. This is the only camera we got for today. This isn't a webcam, but this is it. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. Yeah, that'll help. It's gonna be hard though to. I gotta stretch all the way over. There you guys can see. Okay. There you go. I think that's better. All right. Hope you guys see. I mean, this is all like pure entertainment, man. All right, so you already know what we're gonna do here. We're gonna pop everything in this big ass pot. Just to, again, it's way bigger than what we need, but it's, again, for making things like beans, that's what you want. All right, we got all these onions. I'm not gonna use all of the onions, all right, but I like onion, but we need onions for the, whatchamacallit, the Tortilla Española. So, boom, I just had an onion in a tiny half. So that's perfect for both, okay? So we're just gonna chop this up real quick. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. So this, you know, left over, we're gonna put this in the beans. So let's just chop these up first. Okay. Now, not small. It just, these are like medium dice. Small, medium dice, medium dice. You know, I'm so used to chopping things small. you know, restaurant bullshit, but you need chunky stuff in it. Let's just throw this in there. Okay. Alright, now this is for both. I think I'm gonna use this part here for the Tortilla Española. So yeah, I mean, you know, cooking is one of those things that, you know, for some people it can be stressful. For others like me, it's very relaxing. I know others like you out there, you guys like it. Some of you guys just like watching it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I like watching it too. It helps me relax. I love everything, you know, kitchen related. Not the floofy stuff, you know, like the real stuff, you know? So on that, all this is for both, you know, the soup, the beans, I mean, and so we're gonna get, you know, like the parts like this, you know what I mean? Like the core part, you know what I mean? Just that's what goes in the beans, alright? You want more of the nicer bits for the Tortilla Española. So I'm just gonna throw in here what I think I need for la Tortilla Española, and the rest goes in the beans. Alright, that's it. So I like a lot of onions. Let's throw a little more in there. Flop. Close. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's enough for the Tortilla Española. Right, a little bit. Put the rest of it in there. Let's get some of this pork fat. Alright? This pork lard fat, let's just throw some in there. Get it going. This is just Flavor Town, okay? This is just Flavor Town. So, you know, we're gonna cook it in that. Okay, just wash the pepper. But yeah, I mean, today, you know, I wanted to come home and, I mean, not come home, but stay home and like organize a lot of things. Like organize the kitchen. I got like a brand new shelf. Look at this. Ta-da! It's bigger, you know, whatever. But anyways, so, you know, now I got more room to put things and then store things. And so I just wanted to like kind of organize the kitchen. Didn't have any time to do anything. Yeah, like I said, I barely had time to just come home and do this, make this. So, but we'll do that tomorrow though. Tomorrow, I actually have absolutely nothing to do. Well, there's always something to do. Always. But there's always actually a million things to do. But really urgent, work related that I need to do ASAP, nothing. So with that being said, I'm gonna take that time tomorrow to work on that. Yeah, I have like a list, an ongoing list of a billion things that I just need to do, want to do, have to do. And then I work on it. Most people, you know, don't have a list like that. Most people just like have a Netflix, you know, or movie or whatever list of things. You know, to me, that's what I do. You know, people that have hobbies are similar to me in that sense. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just a bunch of this is all my hobby. You know, this is all. So to me, it's just, you know, how to make the website better, how to make, you know, these things better. You know, the live stream. You know, how to, you know, work on the other channels. You try to take some time off, you know what I mean? Also work around that, you know what I mean? Like, so for example, whoa, what was that? Oh, that's something in the sink. So, yeah, like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so with that work or whatever, you know, like on Sunday, I really want to watch football. But at the same time, I know if I'm watching the football games, I'm gonna sit there and at some point I'm gonna feel like, man, why didn't I do like some sort of video live stream thingamajiggy, whatever, you know, try to, you know, see if I can get some new viewers, you know, watching the game, looking for some pre-game stuff like I would, and blah blah blah. And then so I was like, you know what? Let me do that. It'll be fun. I'm sorry. Oh wait, I can keep forgetting about it. Okay. So, you know, I just go, you know what? Let me just make an NFL kickoff. You know, we'll do an NFL kickoff show. Oh, let me put this closer. I like the garbage all the way over there at the other end of the kitchen. Anyway, so, you know, let's just do like an NFL kickoff type show. Whatever. You know what I mean? And so that's what I'm gonna do. So on Sunday, I'm actually gonna wake up super crazy early. I'm gonna make sure that everything's gonna be on point, you know what I mean, set. So I don't have to worry about time, you know, being late or anything like that. I'm gonna, you know, use a lot of my kitchen experience to set things up ahead of time. So again, I don't have to worry. I just wake up on Sunday, you know, make my coffee, turn a few things on, and bam, you know what I mean? I'll be on at 10 and be done by 12 so I can watch the games, you know? And that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna make some wings, we're gonna make some nachos, some guacamole, maybe some refried beans, I don't know, whatever. Some mojitos for sure. You know, and then just take the day off. You know what I mean? Just take the rest of the Sunday off. You know what I'm saying? Eat some nachos, eat some mushrooms. You know, like the mushrooms I show you all the time. Regular mushrooms. Anyways, so yeah, and that's it. You know what I mean? Just have a fucking, you know, smoke some cigarettes for the special kinds, and then just sit back and enjoy and watch the footballs. That's it. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna do a lot of the pregame. This is the pregame stuff too. So the Tortilla Española, again, that's a very throwaway dish. You know, meaning that's just something, you know, we just make at home. Very cheap, very effective, very delicious, very yummy, all that stuff. All right? So, yeah, once we're done with this, once we get the beans, you know, on the stove, then we're gonna start working on the potatoes for the Tortilla Española. Right? So, okay. So again, in the pot so far, we just got some onions, like a small, medium onion, green pepper, and the medium onion, medium green pepper, and some garlic. Okay. And then, you know, I like putting some ham hocks in this thing. No ham hocks, it's okay. I found some, like, smoked pork loin, whatever this is. And so we're gonna use that here. I'll zoom in on this so you can see what. Okay. But again, ham hocks or any porky product. Again, we're using lard in this thing. Okay. Then we're just gonna. I don't want to make them too big. Make them a little small because again, these beans are. You know, we're gonna use this later for the nachos, for the bean dip. You know, for the football party we're gonna have Sunday. Okay. Do that. Yummy, yummy. So we're gonna put this on the stove. Get this rocking. Again, apologize. No GoPro today. No close-ups today. I mean, the close-ups are just gonna be. It's all gonna be one camera today, guys. All right. So we're gonna get this going. All right. We got the chicken stock next there. Okay. We don't need any more garlic. So let's just put this away. Okay. Oh man, now the bugs are eating me alive. Great. It's one of those days. Hey, let me watch this for a second. Give me a second. By the way, I want to give a special shout out to all of you guys out there for watching all these videos right now, as we're still in the early stages of making this this situation here. You know, making whatever I'm making with this channel, okay? Because we have a lot. You know what I mean? Like to work on. You know, many things. You know, like first of all, trying to start on time. Again, trying to get all the equipment working and I'm in sync. You know, at the same time and all that good stuff. So yeah, you know, let's see. Trying to sync the sound, all right, so I can look at that later and just, yeah, you know what I mean? Like we're working on this, you know, but you know, there's a lot to work on. And in the meantime, you get to see a lot of behind the scenes, you get to see a lot of what's going on, enjoy the show as well. And yeah, a lot of fun. I mean, to me, I'm having tons of fun. I mean, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious, and I know it's only going to get more fun the more organized I eventually get, and the more, you know, set up I get. You know, the more I do this. I mean, seriously, this is so much. This is more fun than what I thought. I mean, I'm actually enjoying it a lot, you know, and I really hope you guys are enjoying it too. It seems like you are, from getting all the feedback I'm getting constantly. So, yeah. So, all right. So we're just gonna cook a little. We're just gonna cook this, you know. Get it going, you know. Give it flavor. You already know. So let's just add ingredients. So what ingredient? Again, like I've never cooked these beans. I am not making traditional red beans. I'm just making beans that taste good. You know. So this is kind of like a basic recipe you can use for any bean. All right. So we're gonna start with the very obvious basic ingredients that we would use in a situation like this, right? So hold on, I mean, there we go. All right. So we're gonna start with salt. Okay. Pepper. Maybe I should. Yeah. All right, yeah. There we go. Pepper. The magical bay leaf, the bay leaf. Okay, very delicious bay leaf. Okay. All right. What else? What else can we put in there? Oregano. Oregano's always good in the beans. You know what? Let's throw a little paprika. Let's throw a little paprika in there. Let's you know, feel a little spicy. You know, maybe since I want red beans, you know, maybe that'll give a little red color. Speaking of which, I know what I can add. Okay, change your plans. Okay. So I was gonna add, sorry about that. I was gonna add a tomato. I wanted to add a tomato in there, but there's no tomatoes in the fridge. We forgot to grab some from the guy went by with tomatoes. And I'm definitely not gonna go to the store today. I am done for the day. Yeah. So, hey, it's okay. We got a replacement. Tomato sauce. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, so we'll use some of that. All right, we'll wait to add that. No need to add it now. All right. So right now, look, it's already starting to stick a little bit to the bottom. Not stick, but create a fond. You know, that layer of goodness down there. That, man, it smells so delicious already. When just these 3 ingredients in there, 4 ingredients. So we're gonna add some more pork fat. My favorite. All right, and we're gonna add a little olive oil. All right, because, you know, flavor, not just again, flavor. These are flavors, all right? So we'll add the liquid in a second. So I just don't want it to stick, but it's okay if it creates a little bit of a fond. Again, you know, that layer of little crispy goodness on the bottom that's not burnt, but just, you know, when you're cooking certain things like ham in this case, okay? So, all right. So we got that. So that's perfect timing. Let's start adding all these ingredients, okay? Let's start adding the main ingredients, okay, to the situation here. So Bay leaves. How many bay leaves? 1, 2 fell in there already. 3, 4, and 5. 5 bay leaves. I'm telling you, it's just the recipe makes itself sometimes. You just gotta go with the flow, guys. All right. So pepper. Add some pepper. Not too much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Salt. Okay. Very important. How much salt? About yeah. What the fuck? What was that noise out there? All right. About a lot. Okay. Good amount of salt. The hell was that noise out there? Anyways. Oh yeah. I forgot. We're not gonna use the chicken bouillon cube because we got chicken stock. So no need to do that. All right. Stir this up. Stir it up. All right. Oregano. How much oregano? About a teaspoon. I don't know. Is there any music coming through? Hey, let me know there's music coming through. Yeah, but this isn't a Cuban dish. I don't really want to add cumin, actually. The good point, the good thing that you mentioned cumin, because I don't want to add cumin. So, because I add cumin to a lot of things, but I don't want to add cumin to this. I don't want cumin flavor. Because I like cumin in the dishes it belongs in. Not all the time. Some people love cumin, and I'm not a huge fan. But this, we're gonna add some of this. We're gonna add some paprika to this motherfucker. We're gonna make some fun, yeah, man. We're gonna mix it up in there. Let's get some goodness up in there. Let's add a little bit more pork fat. Yeah, look at that. That's some yum. And again, it might seem like a lot, but remember, we're making a pot of beans, so it's not a lot. Okay? So here, let me show you where we're at. Okay. So let me show you where we're at real quick. So you guys can see what's up. Okay? You guys can see what's up. Again, man, I apologize. The GoPro was out of commission today. Not quite sure what happened there. So, we're just, you see, that's the fond I'm telling you about. You can't let it burn, so you just gotta, keep scraping it. When we add a little liquid, like more water, that's really gonna help it, okay? Unstick. But it's not really burnt, okay? That's just flavor that is building on the bottom. So now, we're popping that back on there, all right? Popping that sucker back on there, all right? And we're gonna add some tomato and cook that tomato in there. Now, I don't want to add this whole thing. I'm just gonna add like half. All right. Just a spritz. Okay, so we'll use the rest of this for something else. No biggie. But yes, I want to fry the tomato sauce a little bit too. Give some flavor. So I already added oregano, pepper, already got all that. Paprika, already got all that. Okay. So now we got like a little bit of a thick paste. Again, let me see if I can show you real quick. Okay. So the tomato helps a lot, like that. So this is like, we're gonna make a nice base, all right? So that the beans, when they're cooking in some yummy goodness. I mean, it's not that hard. Oh yeah, let's add some white pepper, all right? So let's add the trinity of peppers, all right? A little paprika, little white pepper, little black pepper. It's gonna give it a little bit of a little zing, okay? Without being, and again, these beans, they're for like the nachos and shit, so we want them a little bit extra flavorful. All right? Extra. You know what? I think I'm gonna add the chicken bouillon anyways. All right, I'm gonna layer it in there. Yeah. Okay, not sticking. It's perfect. Okay, that's helping it release. Okay. So we're gonna just we're cooking this. Okay. Okay, good. So yeah, like I said, I got one thing with the live stream. One thing's working really good. Something else, breaks, like the GoPro, and it's like, geez, one thing after the other. But again, we're just the growing pains, and I'm really trying my very hardest to get this so that I can stream it on Twitch, on DLive, on YouTube, on whatever other platform that's out there, to get as many people from all across the internet world. Yeah. And so we just added a chicken bouillon cube in there. All right. We're letting this cook a little bit more. Yada, yada, yada. The chicken bouillon, again, is just more salt. Instead of adding more salt, let's just add that in there, okay? This isn't the healthy, super organic, whatever way. No, this is let's just eat really good, have some fun, try to be healthy as possible, keep it organic as much as can. But at the end of the day, I don't shy away from a little bit of MSG, a little chemical here or there. It is what it is. I got ants on my freaking computer. Fucking ants, get off of these fucking, anyway. The bugs, all right, sorry. All right. So let's add a little bit of red wine vinegar, okay? A little bit of acid in there to help it, do its thing, and then we're gonna deglaze with this, okay? So I'm sure you know deglazing, okay? Oh my God. Gonna open or what? What's going on here? See, look, this is the time that, one would typically probably use a knife. Don't use a knife. You're having one of those days, it's gonna turn into a really, really bad day. So you just, take out your frustrations on the fucking thing. All right, and that's it, crisis averted, the end, all right? Tip of the day. All right, so just add some of this. I wish I had real wine to add, but it's okay. This will do. Okay. Besides, a little vinegar, very, very yummy. So we're just cooking down the fond. I mean, what is it? Scraping the pan. You already know the deal. You guys watch enough cooking channels and shit. So we're just scraping all the yummy goodness from the bottom before it sticks. Remember, that fine line. Okay, we're using a wooden spoon. We're getting all that yummy goodness. We're making beans. This is the base for the beans. The yummier the base, the yummier the beans. Okay? So, we'll fix that later. Make the bottle look pretty. It doesn't look like a crackhead trying to open it. Okay, never mind. Okay, so, that's it. Hey, by the way, if there's anyone out here in Merida that would like to help me with some camera work and can only get paid in food, let me know. All right? Okay. So we got the beans. Okay, so we got the base. We got the base. You already know I'm from Miami. We got that base. All right. So now we're gonna add a little bit. Let's add a little bit of water. Water. Words. Just a little bit so it doesn't burn. All right. You don't want it to burn. The reason I'm adding a little water is because my stock is still frozen. So as you guys can see, so here let me show you where we're at with the beans. Okay, so you guys can get an idea with the look and the flavor and the color. So you see? Oh. I know, it's like the worst angle. But that's all I got, guys. Sorry. Again, the GoPro's out of commission today. So, you can see it there. Okay, so got like a nice, very nice, yummy base. You know, very delicious. Okay, so we got that. So we're just gonna pop this back in the stove. All right, and we're gonna add the frozen chicken stock. Just more flavor. All right. So this is already frozen chicken stock. Bam, semi-frozen. Whop. And that stuff in there. Okay. There's still some yummy goodness in the bag, so I'm gonna wash it out with a little water. Get all of it out. And that's it. This is now, you don't have to defrost the stock. You know, you just add it in there frozen and it'll melt. Come in, come in, come in, come in. So again, you shouldn't be drinking the water from the faucet here in Mexico or in your own country. So off camera over there, you know what I mean? I got like my bottle of water. This is fresh, you know, water. All right, like actual pasteurized water, no, whatever. What's it called? It's fucking. So that's it. You know, we're just. I try to wash the bag out. You know, just like you wash a bottle of ragu with a little water. Get all the goodness out. That's all. That's all we're doing here. Nothing crazy. That's it. Okay. Add some water. Okay. So. All right. And now we're just gonna stir it up. That's it. Stir it up. Oh man, you know, I kind of fucked up. I should have added the beans in there first, let it cook a little bit, and then added the water. But hey, okay. What can I do? All right, so now we're gonna strain these beans. I don't want to use that water just in case. So we're just gonna, you know, strain these beans real quick, and then we're gonna add it to the pot. Now, there we go. See, I'm glad I added it in the water. I'm glad I did that. That might save a lot of time. So, okay, so beforehand, you know, what you want to do, whenever you have any beans, is that you got to like look through the beans, you know, pick out any rocks, pick out any little things like bad beans, broken beans, anything like that. Just take them out. You know what I mean? Wash them. All right, give them a quick wash, things like that. You know, and especially, you know, like these beans. By the way, so these beans, the ones I'm putting in there right now, if you guys saw my episode on the travel channel today, these are the same beans that we bought at that place. So that's what we're cooking in here. All right, these are the same exact beans that I bought yesterday at the store, the episode that you guys probably already saw today. All right, from the travel channel. All the links are down below. I have several channels. Again, travel channel. I went to the Mercado yesterday in El Centro, and we picked up these beans, but with a bunch of other goodies, right? So, and that's it. So now we're just gonna, you know, we threw the beans in there. We got some water, you know, enough to cover. Here, I'll show you, I guess. Again, we're gonna try it again with this camera here. Just enough to cover, and then we'll add more water if needed, okay? So that's it, just, all right. Nothing crazy. I know, worst cooking show with the worst camera angles here. Jesus, man. And you could really tell how much the GoPro, how important it is, huh? So, get all the yummy goodness from the sides there. That's it, we're gonna put this back. That's it, so the beans are basically done. All right, just let them cook. Now, normally how I would make red beans is I would add things like, we're gonna make other red beans, okay? Add chorizo, add, which is like sausage, add pumpkin, add potatoes, add, whatever, coleslaw, not coleslaw, what's it called? Cabbage, things like that, like, believe it or not. So, but we're gonna be making those in the future, okay? I got plenty of beans. I picked up, sweet little chickpeas, okay? So you can see some future episodes, okay? So we got some split pea soup coming up, Cuban and American. We got some, I think, white beans, not quite, no, I don't know what the beans those are. I think they're like pinto beans. We got some white beans, the white beans I could find. I wish I had big white navy beans, I don't have. And I bought a bunch of chickpeas, that we're gonna make. There's a million things with chickpeas, all right? Hummus included. So we're gonna make that. We're gonna have a million things we're gonna be making, all right? So I got a full pantry, full kitchen, slowly but surely we're adding things to it. And that's it. So, okay, so the beans, that's it. These are the same beans, and I'm gonna eat these beans tonight. So tonight, what I'm gonna eat for dinner, some white rice, some red beans, all right, with some Tortilla Española. So let's get working on the Tortilla Española. We're gonna do that. And then for dessert, I wanted to make a dessert today because it was just, I felt like it was too easy. So I'm gonna show you what I'm making for dessert. And we gotta save the best for last. So this should be an easy, quick dessert. So I found some chocolate. So I was looking for baker's chocolate out here. I was looking for some sort of like baker's chocolate, anything that I could use in order to, man, I was like, fuck, this thing's already melted. Jesus Christ, man, no, it's not melted yet. Anyways, the point is I'm looking for some sort of chocolate, some sort of baker's chocolate, anything. And this is what I could find, some Hershey's baker's chocolate. I didn't even know Hershey's made fucking baker's chocolate, but whatever. I found this at the local store where I shop at. So I was like, all right, let's give this a shot. If they got this, I'm sure I can find real baker's chocolate somewhere. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, let's just at least give this a shot. So I bought it, and then I'm thinking, now what kind of dessert should I make? And then I realized, oh, I got some of this chocolate I bought the other day. Let me check the store if we had strawberries. Bam, we had strawberries, and I'm gonna make some chocolate covered strawberries. So, again, I haven't made chocolate covered strawberries in 700 million years, but I figured I can't, even I can make this. So we're gonna do this last, all right? So we're gonna, man, I feel like it's softening up, motherfucker. It's so hot. All right, anyways, so we're gonna keep this off camera. I'm trying to keep it in the coolest spot possible without putting it in the fridge. Putting chocolate in the fridge or freezer really fucks it up, so I'm trying not to do that, all right? So. Also, I'm gonna cook some beets real quick, all right? Might as well show you how to cook these beets. It's so fucking hot. So these things are, kind of like not doing so good in the heat. So I gotta cook these off. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put these in this pot and just cook these off real quick, all right? Oh wait, I just realized, I think Christian wanted to keep one of these whole. So I'm just gonna do one. I got this little pot here. I'm gonna stick it in there. Boil it, all right? That's it. I'm just gonna do that. I'll leave the other one out. Common question I get all the time as well is the water from the sink, again, no matter what country you're in, is the water from the sink a good idea to use for cooking? Well, look, if you wouldn't drink it, then why would you cook with it? I mean, if you're cooking with it, it's the same thing as drinking it, you know, you're using it. So for example, even if you're gonna boil a beet, you're gonna boil some spaghetti, make some rice, it doesn't matter what you're doing, that water and what's in that water, you're going to be eating and absorbing into your body. So if the water gets evaporated, the thing is, it's not what's wrong with the H2O in the water. That's the only thing that's right with the water. It's the thing what's wrong that comes from the things that are wrong that comes from the faucet are, again, depending on where you live, it could be things like chemicals, or and here in this case of Merida, it's things from like the actual you know, area we live in that has a lot of impurities, not impurities, but a lot of hard rocks and minerals. That's what we're, okay, minerals, a lot of minerals in the water. So therefore, you know, if you drink the water here, it's going to cause problems. You know what I mean? It's going to start causing buildups and start causing, you know, it's not going to be good for your health. So like in the case, like you can get like kidney stones very easily and quickly. So things like that. So that's why the water out here, it's good to shower with, it's good to do a lot of things with, because again, it's a hard water. So it's actually good for a lot of things, but not to drink, okay? You can drink it, it's not gonna kill you. There's no microbes or anything like that. There's no Montezuma's revenge. It's just, it's a lot of minerals, and if you drink too much of it, well, it's gonna fuck you up. Too much on a regular basis. So, and the same thing with like in the US, there's chemicals in there, you know, from all the medicine, from all the things that are toxic things that are dumped in the, you know, in the water. And again, that's not everywhere in the US, not everywhere in Mexico. Different parts of Mexico that have different parts of, you know, different situations with their water. Same thing with the rest of the world. But the point I'm making is that whatever water you're gonna be using to eat, you know, to drink, that's the way you gotta use to cook with, okay? And that's it, there's no excuses, okay? If you're gonna ingest it, make sure it's something you wanna ingest, all right? No matter how you're using it. So, all right, the beans, you know, they're slowly coming to a boil, all right? Once they come to a boil, we're gonna bring them down, all right? We're gonna bring it down to simmer. Simmer down now. We're gonna bring it down, simmer down now. All right, and that's it. We just got them cooking. So, you know, we're probably gonna add more water to the beans, but maybe not, because remember, I already added water earlier. You know, in order to soften the beans, I had them in the water thingamajiggy. So we're just gonna cook them and see how it goes, okay? So let me cover them up real quick. All right, so I can bring up to the boil. Let me get the beet on the fire. Here come the beets, here come the beets, here come the beets. Here come the beets. Okay, let's cover the beets too. I can hurry up. All right, so now what we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna be making la tortilla española. Now the tortilla española is gonna be the size of this pan here. It's a pretty nice size pan. So we're just gonna make it this size. I've made it in this pan many times before. So we're gonna do it in this pan. All right, so how are we gonna measure the ingredients that are gonna go in here? Well, pretty easily. You know, I'm gonna add some potatoes in here. I'm gonna cut the potatoes and I'm gonna add them in there, okay? Give me 1 second, guys, to do something real quick. Come on. All right, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna get the potatoes and put them in here. Okay, so I got the potatoes right here. By the way, we got the music still popping or what? I have no idea if you guys can hear the music. I think you guys can. Oh, cool, cool. Anyway, shout out to everybody out there. I see there's a bunch of people watching today. So, all right. Okay, now the tortilla española is also something that can be made ahead of time. You know, if you go to Spain, you guys should do a little research on tortilla española. But again, you go to Spain, you go to parts of Miami, Cuba, whatever. This is a very common dish. It's like an egg omelet, and it basically sits in the bakery window, and you can eat it anytime. It's like a snack. You just say like, hey, let me get a coffee, and let me get un pedazo de tortilla española. You just eat that. It's just, again, egg, potato, onions, little olive oil. That's it. Very simple. Salt. Okay, and you know, there's many variations of this. You know, I remember as a kid growing up, you know, we had many. You know, my parents used to make. You know, sometimes they put ham, a little petit pois, which is you know, some green peas. You know, some onions, always. You know, potatoes. You know, all kinds of things. But the basic plain way, the best way. It's kind of like a pizza. You know, a lot of people, you know, say the purists, you know, say, hey, having a pepperoni pizza. I mean, a cheese pizza, plain cheese pizza, one bite. Everybody knows the rules. You know, that kind of thing. You know, a cheese pizza. You know, it's a plain way to really have it. Then all the ingredients kind of muddle up the situation. So it's the same thing with the tortilla española. The basic recipe, the thing, again, it's an egg omelet. Okay, I mean, there's no other big egg frittata. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's just eggs, potatoes, onions, olive oil. That's it. Anything else is adding toppings to the pizza. You know, same thing again, like the pizza napolitana. You know, whatever. I don't know. Okay, so we're just gonna get a few potatoes. All right. So I'm just gonna put the potatoes in the pan. All right. All right, we're just gonna get like the potatoes, kind of like put them in the pan, kind of like figure out how many we need. Usually 3 medium, nice potatoes. So we got 3 potatoes there that fit in the pan. So remember, we gotta add, you know, chop these up. We're gonna fry them up, okay? We're gonna cook them ahead of time. There's many ways to do this, okay? I'm doing this home style, how I do it at home. Okay, so we're gonna cook these guys up, all right? And then we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna cook the onions in there, and then we're gonna mix it all together with the eggs, okay? So we got those 3 potatoes, that's enough. So I'm gonna go wash the potatoes real quick, and then we're gonna chop it up, all right? So let me wash this real quick. All right. And to make it easier, you know, like you could chop them up in, okay, so look, the beans are boiling. So we're gonna give these guys a stir. All right, make sure it's not sticking. There's a lot of goodness in here. Yeah, see, it's a little sticking. So, smells delicious in here. So, they're on high. I'm gonna let them ride out, okay? I'm gonna let it ride out on high. I'm not gonna cover them. I'm gonna leave them uncovered, okay? So, put that back there. Okay, get the potatoes. I'm trying to see where I can make them. I'm just gonna cook the potatoes in here. And I'm gonna use the same oil for the potatoes today for the wings on Sunday, okay? Because I'm not really... So yeah, but you know what? There's gonna be a problem. Forget it. Gosh darn it. You know what? I'll fry it. Be easier to fry in this. Again, don't be going with the small pan to save space, to make cleanup easier when you're frying or boiling. All right, because I'm telling you, you're not gonna be happy with the results. Okay. So let's get this beat. Just beat this thing back here. Let's put this to the back. So since the beet just needs to cook, we're just cooking the beet until it's soft. all right, until we can put a toothpick right through it, okay? Once we do that, then we just peel the beet and we store it, we cool it down, and then we just, slice it up. We make sure it's nice and cold, and then we slice it up. And we eat it with cucumber, nice salad, a little olive oil, a little salt, a little good, yummy goodness, okay? So it's just cooked beets. It's very easy to, and again, once you boil them and they're done, again, I'm gonna show you how to do it. We're gonna stick a toothpick, the whole thing. It's very easy to peel at that point, and then you just cool it down, freeze it. Now, this camera is about to run out of battery. The minute it runs out of battery, it's gonna go black. Don't panic, all right? I'm gonna switch to the webcam while I switch batteries on this, okay? But I'm gonna let it ride, all right? Let this thing die, not a big deal, Drain the battery, as they say. So we got the beans, we got it on high, but it's simmering away, all right? And we got room over here now to do some frying, okay? So we're gonna do that by, all right? Let me move this around a little more. Hot, hot, hot. Man, these beans are smelling so good. My God. These beans smell very yummy. Okay, so I think the beets are probably gonna overboil a little bit, but that's okay. It's just water in the back, in the thing. That's what we got a stove, We can do that. Okay, so in the meantime, we're gonna fill this sucker up, okay? So we're just gonna fry some potatoes. That's all we're doing. Nothing crazy. So let's get to, since we're just gonna fry some potatoes, I am not gonna use whatchamacallit, I would normally use a really, really, really good oil, but I specifically bought some really shitty oil. Again, really bad for your oil, but the best of the really bad oils I could find. In order to fry some wings. I already know the oil is gonna be trash after I'm done with it. So I was like, all right, let me just get some of this. So I don't have to dirty any more oil since I don't fry too much. And when I do it in things like, again, I got coconut oil. I have other, healthy fats like olive oil, like pork fat, like rendered, lard, things like that. So since I use those healthier fats on a more regular basis, I don't really buy or consume this oil, and I'm not planning on using it too much. So again, I just have enough to make the potatoes. I'm gonna later strain this, okay, and then we're gonna make we're gonna fry the wings in this tomorrow. On Sunday. So yeah, for anyone out there that still is tuning in new, that doesn't know what's going on Sunday at I think like 9:30 in the morning. 10 o'clock in the morning, my time, so that would be 10:30, 11 in the morning at the latest. So 10:30, 11 in the morning at the latest, I'm gonna be live cooking nachos, wings, guacamole, probably some bean dip. We're gonna make some mojitos, have some Coronas. You already know. So we're gonna be partying because it's football, it's kickoff, all right? So, we're gonna get ready. I was gonna order some pizza, but the pizza place isn't open in time, so I'll have the pizza on my own later, all right? I wasn't gonna make it here. I was gonna order. I finally found an amazing pizza place really close by. This is the best place ever. I'm so glad I moved here. It just keeps getting better and better. So, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I think I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna get some baked potatoes here. Okay, because I know my baby girl, she's hungry and she loves the fried potatoes. I'm just gonna fry some extra potatoes, and whatever, and then I'm gonna use what I need, and then the rest she can have as a little snackadoo. You gotta always think, man. Think ahead, All right. So we're gonna wash these potatoes because I want to use the skin. We're gonna wash it real quick. Alright, in the meantime, let me dump this oil. This is gonna be enough. I am not using any more. I'm gonna make it enough, okay? So we're gonna dump this oil in this. I can start getting hot. Start doing its thing. Alright? So, we're gonna do that. Man, I hate these. Okay, it's gonna take a minute. Plop, 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 plop. So there's double duty this here. So for the beans, man, these beans are sticking a little more than what I want them to. There must be all that goodness in there, but that's okay. We gotta just keep stirring them. That's the only thing that means. But it's not sticking. It's just like sticking, meaning that if I don't keep an eye on it, it's really gonna stick. That's what I mean. Okay. But yeah, I don't like my beans too watery. So again, I'm gonna let this do its thing, and then we'll revisit this in a little bit. All right, so let's turn this on. Okay, so we got the beans cooking, we got the oil. So I want to wash these off a little bit. Put them into water, so I'm going to chop them up real quick. You know what, before I get started, I'm going to change the battery real quick. So in the meantime, let me webcam it up, okay? So 1 second over here. Oh yeah. Need a moment. Yeah, I'm so disappointed, guys, that I couldn't get the GoPro working today. Like I said, right before I went live, the power went out. You know what I mean? It just, went out and came back on like 2 minutes later. But then all of a sudden, like all my connections were messed up, all my internet was messed up, everything was messed up, and I was trying to reconnect, the GoPro, and it just didn't work. It wasn't happening. So, as a great man once said, it is what it is. No doubt. Okay, so let's make these potatoes. There's potatoes. Alright, let me put this on low. I want to burn that oil. These beans. Yeah, I don't know, man. These beans are. I think I'm gonna have to add a little bit more water. Gizmo. So this is the water where I get my water from these big water jars. There's a little left in there. We're just gonna throw it in there. All right. These cost 32 pesos, okay, to get a new one, okay? So a new one of these, 32 pesos, that's like $1.25, I think. One second, guys, hold on. Yeah, I wanted to add more water in there because I think that's why it was sticking a little bit to the bottom. It wasn't, you know, just needed some more liquid. Cooking these away. All right, let's get the potatoes. We got the potatoes, we got the oil going back there. Anyways, hey, shout out to everybody out there. If Loco, Anna, Hanson, and everybody else out there. It's funny, not a lot of people chat. I know there's a lot of viewers and watching, and all kinds of people coming in and out of the rooms. You know, coming in and out of the thing because I look at the analytics later, you know what I mean? I look at the stats and all that good stuff, and it's really, really cool, man. Like, I'm really getting a lot of, you know, a lot of you guys are coming from my regular channel, you guys are coming from my other channels, but there's a lot of you guys that are just coming, you know, organically. And you guys are enjoying it, it shows. Super cool. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Relaxing, it's chill. So we're just dicing these two potatoes up. Nothing crazy, all right? We're just gonna fry these little baby potatoes up. All right, that's it. Okay. Sure, you want to try to get as even, uniform cut as possible, but you know, they're like just trying to make like home fries. Think of that. You know, like that's what you're trying to do here, just making like little home fries. All right. Nothing crazy. All right. Good. So let me add some water here. So for this, yes, you can use the water from the faucet. It's just what you're using to wash, to rinse. Okay. Get the starch off the potato, all that stuff. Okay. Make sure it doesn't brown, what have you. Okay. That's it. Okay. Be careful. Make sure you have a firm grip. And if not, make sure you got really fast reflexes. Reflexi. And, you know, one thing about being in the kitchen, how to really stay away from injury is to I gotta be careful, man, with the fucking computer, getting liquids and shit here. Anyways, but one surefire way to not get burned or cut on a regular basis while cooking is to not cook scared. If you cook scared, you're gonna get cut, you're gonna get burned, you know, all that shit. You gotta be fearless, all right? And not give a fuck if you get cut or burned, and that's how you avoid those, okay? So. But that's a fact. If you cook scared, cooking scared of the fire, cooking scared of the oil, just cooking scared. That's what's gonna fuck you up, man. You gotta be confident. But I mean, you only get that through practice, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, you know, I just came into this like it was all good, you know, same thing with me. I learned the hard way. So again, we're just dicing these guys up, nothing crazy, okay? Making little home fries. And again, this is home style Tortilla Española. You know, this is how, you know, I grew up eating it, how I make it at home now, all right? Family recipe. That's it, just trying to get them. So now we're gonna just wash the starch off, okay? Extra starch. Yeah, you don't have to like soak them or anything like that. We're just basically washing the starch off. I'm turning the heat back on there so it can go up again, and then I'm gonna add that in there. 1 second. I'm gonna add the potatoes in there. Dip these in the oil. Perfect. That's the water, okay? That's what's making that noise. And yes, this is gonna bring the temperature down. That's fine, that's the whole idea. We're just gonna kind of cook them slowly in there, get them crisp, you know, get them soft, and then it'll turn up the heat and finish off the job. Right? And we're just basically barely covering them in oil. That's it. Nothing crazy. Again, I'm not, you know, there's just some home fries. We're just cooking them in, and then we're using this exact oil for the wings, okay? All right, we're gonna be using this exact oil for the wings on Sunday. Again, on Sunday, it's gonna be a very early show, all right? So stay tuned, all right? I'm ending the show by 1 p.m. Eastern because I'm not missing kickoff, all right? Go Dolphins! Woo! So these things are barely getting covered. That's okay. That's perfect, though. I wish I could show you more. Let me see if I can. I think I can show you more. One second. I think I'm going to be able to. Let's see if I can show you a little more. Okay. Okay. Okay, so look at the beans. Yeah, it's still sticking. Hold on. I wish it was smell-o-vision. So they're just cooking away, and that's it. We're just cooking them until they get soft. It's gonna be a while. We just gotta keep stirring them. Keep an eye on them. I'm leaving them uncovered so that they can evaporate a little more. But you know what? I'm keep look covered. Actually helps them cook faster. Okay. Now, again, I really can't stretch the camera out any further, but you guys can see. I'm frying the potatoes back there. Okay. Okay. Potatoes, and we got the beef in there. Okay. Okay. We got the fry. And so the potatoes are gonna take a while, right? That was hot. That was really hot. Woo! 1 second. A little too hot. Gizmo. One second, guys. Coming. Sorry. Oh my god. Burn myself. Anyways, like I was saying, one of those days, nothing crazy. Burn my fingers a little bit. Hot. Hot. Anyways, so yeah, that's going back there. That's doing its thing. But again, you gotta be fearless, man. But look, man, I got calluses on top of calluses on top of calluses, right? So, you know, I'm a different beast. Where'd I have this spoon? Hold on. I got calluses on top of calluses. I'm not necessarily proud of all of them, but you know. So we just gotta stir this up a little bit, make sure it doesn't burn. I mean, this is stick, I mean. That's it. But you know, these things are gonna get smaller. There we go. Okay. So these things are gonna get smaller and reduce in size, okay? As they cook. Gonna get soft. Okay. Gonna keep an eye on all this. Nothing crazy. So yeah, as soon as I burn myself, I just put myself on some ice, trying to retard that burst, you know, the burning. I'm gonna put some more ice on it in a second. I said just let this ride, okay? Really don't worry about it. It'll just be done. And then you got the beans. Look how much more is boiling now, okay? So you see, this helps with the cooking process, right? You just keep stirring it so it doesn't burn. You know, we don't want it to stick. Last thing we want. And that's it. Again, we just let this ride. How's it looking? Can you guys see it? Okay. Look at the setup, you see? I got my whole setup here. I'm covering it up so it doesn't get wet. That's where I have the camera on there, on the tripod. See, that's a new thing I was telling you guys I got, you see? Guess how much I bought this? 25 bucks, man. 25 bucks for that big ass thing. Look, that's the thing I use to cool the computer. Got the microphone back there. That's how you guys can hear me. Okay. The GoPro, I had to take it back to the office because it broke. Got the beans beaning away. Right, so we're just gonna, you know, put this. Okay. 1 second. I'm gonna put this on the burn real quick. You know, these are the fingers I burnt. This one and this one. My thumb and my index finger. But it's okay. It's again, like I already have calluses on top of calluses, not a really big deal. But I can already feel, you know, like definitely it's a little different on there. That's okay. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt. I can grab things with it. It's still fine. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? It's not really a bad burn. But, you know, one of the things, again, I've learned for many years is this is what you got to do. Just put some. So again, today is one of those days. That's what we're recording. You know, still one of those days, but you still got to come home. You got to make dinner. You got to make it happen. You got to do what you got to do. No excuses. You know, life, you can't, you know, you just got to do it. So, that's it. So now I'm going to put you back on the tripod real quick. You guys already saw what's happening. You know, nothing really much else to see for now. Okay? Until the fries are done, and then I can show you that while you're on the tripod. All right, so let me get that in a second. Yeah, this is definitely not a GoPro. I want to be dropping this one. Alright. Bring it a little closer. 1 second. Hey guys, I'm back. Alright, just taking a 2-second break outside because it's so hot, you know, in this kitchen. But hey, you know what they say? If you can't handle the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen. So we in here. Alright, so now again, you know, the burns aren't so bad. I'm fine, whatever. I had a way worse. Hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, the burns are like a 0.5. A 1 tops. Like a 1. I'll give it a 1. I don't want to disrespect the burn, alright? I'll give it a 1. But the good thing about getting burned and all that shit on a regular basis is that, you know, you build up, again, calluses and then layers upon layers upon layers. So, again, even though I've been out many years from out of the professional kitchen, I can still get burned and it's not like a big deal. I can feel like it's just really burning my callus. You know what I mean? More than anything else, I was like, whatever. Nothing crazy, you know? And then, yeah, as I keep making more of these videos and cooking and all that, you know, we're gonna start building all those muscle memory, start building back all those muscles, you know, start, you know, getting back into game shape, into fucking cooking game shape. All right. So again, right now we're just cooking the beans, cooking the fries. Nothing much we can do. We're gonna, you know, make the tortilla in here. It's just cracking some eggs. You know, we're gonna saute these up, okay? These onions. I mean, it's fairly simple, So I'm gonna let you guys sit here for a minute watching the beans. I'm just gonna go get something off camera real quick so I can hang out with you guys. And if you guys want to chat, if you guys want any talk about anything, let me know. We still got a while on the. Oh, I know what I can do. Let me start making the strawberries. So we're gonna melt some chocolate in here, okay? We're gonna use a double boiler. But basically, since we have all of these things on the boiler, you know, that instead of getting like another pot with water to, you know, double boiler this thing, it's like, I mean, come on, you know. You can just put it on top of any one of these fucking things, okay? Like, yeah, seriously. Yeah, you can do that. That's not a problem. All right, so that's what we're gonna do with that, all right? We're gonna, let me get that chocolate, melt it. So another secret, I did it when I was doing my research. Supposedly, when you're melting chocolate, add a little bit of oil, some sort of oil. I'm gonna add a little bit of coconut oil. This has no flavor at all. Just a little bit to help it seal better, so it doesn't break. You know, sometimes when you have like a chocolate-covered strawberry, you bite into it and it breaks or what have you. You know, the chocolate falls off. This will help. We gotta wash the strawberries, pat them dry. You know, we gotta do. It's a little bit of a process, but it's fairly simple. So let's start working on the chocolate. All right. So, all right, this is the chocolate. Like I said, I was looking for some baker's chocolate the other day. I found this at my local store, the one that's right by my house. I was like, oh, perfect. I didn't know Hershey's made one. Let's try it out. I don't trust Hershey, but hey, let's try it out. You never know. But regardless, I know that I can find baker's chocolate out here if I look hard enough. So. But let me give me a second, though. I gotta clean my glasses. They're all dirty. But I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We're having a lot of fun. Let's see how much chocolate is in that thing. All right, I'm gonna put it in the pot with the oil. Let it, you know, just let it chill for a minute while I wash the strawberries and get that going. So let's take a look together at what we got. Nah, it doesn't seem like much. I think I'm gonna do the whole thing. It's already kind of soft and melty. Again, you don't want to put this in the fridge or the freezer or anything like that, because that'll fuck up the chocolate itself. You know, the cocoa butter, the cocoa fat, you know, the solids. So you don't want to do that. This seems like it might be a good chocolate. So does each one of these things 15 grams? Okay. So each one of these little blocks is like 150 grams of chocolate. Okay. Okie dokie. And then let's add a little bit of this. Not too much, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Again, this is just to smooth this guy out. Okay, so I would say for all this chocolate, maybe a nice tablespoon. A little more. Okay. Not a lot. About a tablespoon and a half or whatever. Spoon and a half. Okay. So it's so hot in here. It's already kind of getting hot and melty. So, like I said, I'm gonna wash the strawberries. It's just gonna melt quick. I don't want it to burn or anything. So this is like a many-step process. Okay, let's get everything set. Let's get the mise en place. See, look, this is hot. I'll put this in the freezer. Okay. We got some wax paper over here. Yeah, so like, I mean, the last few times I've been to the store and all that, I've been trying to like stock up on everything, try to have as many things as possible in the house so that I can make anything, you know, no problem. It's funny, you know, this chocolate tastes like Hershey's, literally. I know, you're like, well, what else you thought it was gonna taste like? But it doesn't taste like Baker's chocolate, for reals. That's all right, it's not bad, you know? I mean, for this particular dish would probably be better with whatchamacallit. Let me get some cakes for this thing. It would probably be better with the milk chocolate, but I like dark chocolate. I like that dark, you know, strong chocolate flavor to go with the sweetness of the strawberries. So 1 second. These are local strawberries as well. Let me get some cakes. Alright, so let's wash these strawberries real quick. Alright, to get this going. Oh yeah, no, listen, why would I be whiny about hurting my finger? Whatever. But I feel you, I mean, I get it. I understand what you're saying. I really appreciate it, man. Trust me. I mean, you guys are making this very easy for me to do. This is a lot of fun for me already, but you know, when I get all of these, any kind of positive feedback for the most part, by the way, I've gotten already some negative feedback, but it's been hilarious negative feedback. But for the most part, it's very positive feedback. I've been doing videos, I've been doing a lot of this stuff for a very long time. And yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I know you guys are thoroughly enjoying it, and it makes me very happy to be able to do this. And I don't know, I'm just being me in the kitchen. I'm not really doing anything special. I'm really not. I'm just being me in the kitchen. Just turn the cameras on, let's make dinner, that's it, you know? I treat the camera like if it's you out there, like if it's, you know, Hip Loco, you know, DJ, Anna, Hanson, anybody, you know what I mean? That's what I treat the camera like. Makes that, I mean, that's what maybe it makes it easier for me. So look, now with the burn, when I'm over something hot, like my fingers are a little bit more sensitive, they're a little more hot, you know, all that. You know, a little bit more sensitive to the heat, but nothing crazy. You know, it's not like the end of the world. But again, if you don't have that many calluses, you don't get burned that often, you know, things like that, then yeah, it's probably gonna be worse. Probably gonna be a worse burn for you. Okay, we got the fries back here. Don't stick on me. Okay, we're just cooking these potatoes until they're crispy, until they're done. I just have it on high heat in the back. That's it. I'm not really. This ain't rocket science here. I don't know, it might be rocket science for some, but not for me, not for us, not for, well, whatever. I'm hoping to make it easier for you guys to enjoy yourselves in the kitchen. Okay. We got the potatoes potatoing away. All right, let's watch these guys real quick. Washing the strawberries in the sink, patting them dry with some paper towels or something. Making simple desserts anyone can make. La-di-da. Saving the box for something else. We're gonna need them some other point. Okay, so we got the strawberries. Nice and washed. So now we're gonna dry them. All right, let me see. All right, so let me see. What would be the best way to dry these guys? I get some paper towels. Whatever. Okay. I give up. We'll do the paper towels. Yeah. So again, they have to be dry. Very important. And again, look. A lot of these things seem very easy and very simple. You know what I mean? Like very simple. And you're like, oh, I can just skip this step or skip that step. You know, the reality is like if you do skip A steps, man, you're gonna see the immediate fuck up. Okay? When something fucks up and you don't know why it fucked up, because you missed one of the steps, right? Sorry to break it to you, but that's the truth. You know what I mean? Like seriously. So in this case, you know, it might seem like, well, I don't want to wash them. I don't want to dry them. I can just leave them wet. It's like, okay, not gonna work, man. You gotta dry them. You know, you gotta go through the extra length. You know, you gotta maybe get some paper towels and waste some paper towels, or it might seem like it's a waste, but no, this is all part of the process. You gotta do this. You gotta dry them. Okay. Okay, we gotta. So you know, check this strawberry. You know, that might not be a good one. You know, you get to check the strawberries, you'll see what the good ones are. You know, they're all good, but you know, the good ones for this So again, you gotta make sure that they're dry and put them in a dry spot. So as you guys can see, I'm drying them with some paper towels, and they're on top of paper towels, all that. So and we're separating, you know, the good ones from the bad ones. You know, meaning like, you know, some might be a little bit too ripe or a little bit underripe. So we deal with those accordingly. But yeah, like the thing is, look, the thing with certain things, let's say like we're making the beans. So as we're making the beans, there's so many layers, so many like ingredients, so many steps. So we maybe like skip one, fuck one up, you know, forget one, you know, put the steps in different orders. It's more forgivable. Okay, there's a lot more room for error when it comes to that. But when you're doing something that has only a few ingredients, okay, a few steps, you know, things like that, it's less forgivable. You know, each mistake will shine through so much more. So, you know, so as it comes to, sorry, it's like wet down here. I don't want to be tripping over a paper hole in a cup. Anyway, so as it pertains to, you know, something like this, it's like if you don't do one of the steps, the most are very, very, very crucial, then you're not going to have a very good end product, most likely. You get what I'm saying? That's it. It's as simple as that. You only got to blame yourself. So you can blame, oh, it was too cold, or the fruit, or they were this or that, or but no, man, there's no excuses. Look, I put on the thumbnail chocolate-covered strawberries before going to the store and realizing, oh shit, I'm not in the U.S. I'm not gonna be able to probably get strawberries right off the bat. But guess what? I went there and there was one box of strawberries. But before that, I was already thinking, well, what am I gonna do in order to compensate for that? You know, am I gonna make you know, should I make chocolate-covered bananas? I mean, I can get those everywhere. Chocolate-covered, whatever. So I was already thinking of a game plan. I was already, you know, figuring out what I could do in order to, you know what I mean, fix that situation. So it is a lot of work, you know, a lot of this cooking stuff and all this, putting all this together is a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. You guys cook. All right, you guys eat. Most of you guys cook, do some sort of level of cooking, whether it's high level, low level, whatever. And you guys know all this is work. But, you know, one of the advantages I have at least is the fact that I did this professionally for a very long time. I did this as a career, as a life choice, you know, as everything for a very long time. And so with that, you know, knowledge and all that experience, it makes things like what I'm doing now so easy, so simple in comparison to what I've done before. So yeah, I do make it look easy, but don't get me wrong, guys. This is a challenge, which is also another reason why I like doing this, because I realize that probably not everybody can do it. So it just makes me want to do it even more. Okay, so let's put the whiter strawberries over here. Okay. So we got the strawberries nice and dry, set, ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here in case we need it. Okay. All right, 1 second. One second. Yeah. Okay. Let me put this over here in case I have some extra strawberries. also another trick I keep talking to you guys about. Clean as you go. Clean as you go. If you clean as you go, things don't seem so daunting and seem a lot easier because, you know, let's just say you need to think for a minute. Well, you can think while you're doing your dishes. You can also kill time by doing the dishes. And again, you know, get ahead of the game. Because if you do the dishes, again, ahead of the game, you don't have to worry about that later on. You know, again, I have no dishes to do. None whatsoever. Any dishes that are going to come later after we eat, guess what? That's Christian's job, all right? That's the deal. You know, like she does the dishes once we're eating. And so, you know, I help out the situation as well. Why would I be stocking up, you know, all these plates and I like to see things clean. I like to have things clean. You know, these beans might be taking, oh, okay, never mind. I was like, oh man, these beans are gonna take a little longer than I thought. Never mind. Right on track. Get there. Perfect. But actually now what I'm gonna do with the beans is I'm gonna leave them uncovered. What I'm doing right now with the beans is like I'm smashing them. Hold on. Flipping around here. Okay, so I'm smashing the beans up. Not a lot, just halfway, maybe a little bit up against the side wall of the pot. Okay? Just some of them. So I can, again, this helps release some of the gluten, you know, some of the, you know, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? But anyways, some of that stuff that makes the thickener, you know, is gonna make the thing thicker. Gonna make the beans a little thicker. The gluten, whatever, I'll think of it in a second. But again, yeah, the beans are still cooking, you know, still got a while to go. I would say another hour tops, no more than that. I'll let it cook a little more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the cover back on so it can cook a little more. Just a little longer, just a tad longer. All right. We got the potatoes back here. We're really close. We're almost done with the potatoes. The potatoes are just a few minutes away, so I'm gonna just leave this on the side for a minute. All right. I'm gonna wait on the strawberries for a minute. Okay, see, it's a good thing I didn't melt the chocolate until the last minute. So we're gonna deal with the potatoes first. Get that out the way, and then start sautéing the onions. All right. All right, let's check on that beet real quick. All right, yeah, the beet still has a long way to go. Let's add some more water in. So yeah, I'm just waiting on the potatoes. I don't want them to burn or overcook, so I'm waiting, you know, so I can get those potatoes out before I continue with the other stuff. So I think I'm gonna put the potatoes in this thing here. The worst tool possible to do this, but I think I'm gonna go with it. Alright. I'm gonna start getting these potatoes out. Let me get some salt ready. I gotta buy some more salt. Yeah, but I got the but I gotta buy some more of this salt. So the time to season them is now. Okay, we gotta season them with salt. Now. You know, as soon as they come out of the fire, I know, I don't have like a metal spoon. Worst possible utensil for this. Anyways, the time to season it is now. And you're like, why? Why don't I gotta season them with the hot? Because the thing is that it has that hot oil on them. So now is the perfect time to season them. All right, I'm gonna see where can I put the oil. I need to find another. Perfect. So check this out. Okay, so we're gonna put it in here so we don't make a mess. So careful, don't burn yourself as last time. I'm gonna get this oil and I'm gonna put it over here, all right, to let it cool off, and then we're gonna store it for later. Now we got the fries. You're like, oh, why don't you put like some paper towel under the fries to absorb the oil? No, because I'm gonna stick to that. Right, so add a little bit more salt. You know, make sure these are salty, like potatoes. Or potatoes need a lot of salt. You guys can see there. And just stir them around. They're nice. Amoncito. You're una papita. I don't know if she's working or not. Anyways, we put these to the side, right? So that's it. Nice, crunchy, yummy potatoes, right? So that's it. We got the potatoes cooked. All right, now we're gonna saute the onions, all right? Throw the onions in here. So now we're using some olive oil because now we're gonna be cooking, okay? So we'll add some olive oil. All right. And add the onions, okay? Cover, add a little salt, and I gotta get some salt. I probably get it from the corner store. Because I got the big rock salt, but it's not good for everything. For, again, with an egg dish, you know, you don't want to be biting into something crunchy as you're biting into egg because you think it's an egg shell, you know, so. So yeah, we're just gonna coat the onions. I got them a little salt. All right, some olive oil, and we're just gonna soften them up and cook them, all right? And then we're gonna mix them with the potatoes and the eggs, put it back in there, and get the process going. So. Let's check on the beans. All right, nice. So this is on super high, okay? You have to make sure that they cook ASAP. Right? We ain't got all day. We had a long day today. But again, this is something that once you get them going, you know, you could be doing other things. You know, the reason that they're sticking a little bit more to the bottom is because I have them on high. But you can see all the things I'm doing in the kitchen, and I can watch them. But if I got other things I gotta do, let's say I'm doing laundry, I gotta watch the kids, I gotta do other shit, then I put them on low, all right? Or put them in the crock pot. We've already made beans in the crock pot. Excelente. So, okay, but, you know, this is gonna be definitely hotter, okay? So we're gonna keep the olive oil out. Okay? Just softening up the onions. We're not cooking them a lot. We're just kind of making them soft, okay? Just a little bit. Just cooking them a little bit. Not a lot. Just enough. We already got the seasoned potatoes up in here. All right. Okay, we're leaving the strawberries for last. All right, we're gonna leave that later. Don't hurry. Okay. So yeah, this thing was like crazy hot. So I'm gonna put them I put them in the freezer, you know, for a minute. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, the eggs. So I've already made this dish many times before. So I already know how many eggs are gonna go in this thing. 6, all right? So get those 6. And a little bit more olive oil. Olive oil is always, with this dish, you need, you know, the more, you know, a good amount of oil is good. Again, you're cooking eggs. It's a flavor, okay? It's a flavoring agent, all right? It's a Spanish dish, Spanish olive oil, okay? So not butter. You could use butter if you want. I don't like butter in this, okay? As much as I love butter, I prefer olive oil. Hey, shut up. Hey, sorry. Shout out to Greg. Shout out to George. Shout out to Hiv Loco. Shout out to Lodak. Shout out to everybody out there. What's up, guys? Hate to be a critic, but you need a bigger stove. You know, like I was thinking about getting a bigger stove, but that's another thing too. I kind of want to keep it, you know, I only have the metal tables and all this other stuff to make it easier on me to film more than anything else. But the reality is I want to keep it as homey as possible so that you guys also feel encouraged that you can do this on any stove. You can do this on a tiny little stove. You know what I mean? So I'm not really, you know, this is actually a really good stove, way better than what I had before. It's hard to get bigger stoves here. I wasn't gonna invest $1,000 on a stove, you know what I mean? So I'm good. This is a great stove. I am not complaining, but I feel you. I know what you're saying. Okay, so, you know, we're getting there. We're getting a little bit brown on the onions, but not much, just a tad. So we just want to soften them up, cook them a little bit longer. So I'm gonna turn it down. I don't want it to burn, all right? I just want them to cook, get soft, translucent. And again, we're gonna mix them with this. We're gonna let it cool down. Okay, we gotta let those cool down. We gotta let the onions cool down first, let the potatoes cool down, so that way we can add the eggs. Otherwise, we're gonna make a mess. Looks hot in that kitchen. It is extremely hot. I have a fan on top of me, but it's just hot. You know what I mean? It's just, plus I'm in Mexico. It's like 100 degrees outside right now. It's, you know, so all that. Yeah, hey George, if you would, you know, like to donate a giant stove for the show, hey man, I'm not gonna say no. I would love that. That'd be great. I'm sure everyone would love that. But unfortunately, you know, again, not in my budget. You know what I mean? But if you know, you're more than welcome to invest. You know, it'd be great. But yeah, the crock pots are great. You know, and again, I got somebody out there. You know, shout out to Brad. He donated. He's the one that donated the bike, and he's also donated the crock pot. He's also, you know, he's super cool, super nice guy. Just moved out here a few months ago. You already know the deal, you know, escaping the US of AA, the USSA or whatever, all that good stuff. But that's topics from the other channels. You already know. We can talk about them here, you know, to bring them up. But anyways, he donated a crock pot, and like I said, on the first episode ever, we used it to make black beans, and they work amazing. I just didn't use it today because I wanted to give it extra fire. I really wanted to crank these guys up and cook them. Plus, I got a bigger pot now. Plus, you know, I don't need the extra room. Again, if I needed more room on the stove to make other things, and yeah, for sure, you know what I mean, I would have put them in the crock pot. But you know, we're keeping it simple today. You know, we're cooking all this stuff. I'm gonna marinate some wings for Sunday. So again, guys, for anyone out there, if you guys are around Sunday morning before NFL kickoff, come and hang out with me live. I'm going to be doing some cooking. We're going to make nachos and wings and guacamole and mojitos and that whole fucking deal. It's going to be a lot of fun. So this coming Sunday, that's in a couple days, all right? I feel there's some grease on here already. Anyways, but yeah, so in a couple days, all right? So Sunday morning, I'm gonna do it before kickoff. So by 1 o'clock kickoff, I'm gonna be done because I'm gonna go watch the games, all right? I'm gonna go watch the Dolphins get their ass kicked. I mean, go kick some ass. So we're gonna watch that. So yeah, but beforehand, I'm gonna make some goodies, you know, do a live stream for you guys. You know, I know a lot of people watch a lot of the pregame stuff, but you know, to be all honest, you know, I watch football. I don't like watching that pregame NFL, you know, Fox, whatever, or the CBS or NBC or whoever the hell's doing fucking football now. You know, their pregame is always the same shit. It's retarded. It's boring. You know, same thing as ESPN and all these things. So, you know, I'm gonna see if I can do something football related but fun that, you know, you guys can have enjoy with me and you know, whatever. So just join me, okay? I'm probably gonna go live at some point, like around 10:30 in the morning. 11 in the morning at the latest. We're gonna do a 2-hour stream, tops. You know, I'm trying to get everything prepped ahead of time, so I don't gotta worry about that. So, all right. So now I'm just gonna dump them in here so they can cool down. Okay. There's tons of salt in here already, salty goodness. So I'm just gonna dump these in here, okay, so they can cool down. Okay, because we're gonna remember we're mixing eggs in here. We're making an egg omelet. So I gotta wait for this stuff to cool down. I don't want to put them right on top of the potatoes so they get soft. Not yet. So we're just gonna put this here. I know they're gonna cool down quick. Got a huge fan right on top. So as you guys can see, we got the two main ingredients. You know, we got the onions and the potatoes, and then the eggs, some salt, olive oil. That's it. We got the strawberries with chocolate-covered strawberries. We're gonna do that in a minute. We got the chocolate over here. We're gonna start melting. It's already melting. Look, like I don't even need to put this on the double boiler. It's already melting, which is hilarious. That's how hot it is in this kitchen. That's how hot it is out here. And again, I can't really have a fan in here because I got a gas stove, gas burner. You know, I'm trying to make things hot by cooking them. If I have fans or things that make it colder, it kind of does the opposite effect. But anyways, this is how hot it is right now. That I'm able to mix without using a double boiler. That's fucking hilarious. So let me put it on top of so again, I'm not gonna do a double boiler because I already have you know, heat, steam. We got tons of heat and steam coming from multiple spots. So now we bust out the, you know what? Let's get the big spatula. This is a big boy job. So this is a big boy spatula job, all right? Get rid of the spoon. Spoon. Put this over here. We're gonna put this. Manga. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to. So this is a lot of fire going on. You gotta be careful if you're doing the double boiler thing too, because if you got like open heat and fire, see, you can burn yourself, but not just burn yourself. And I got 2 burns today. Not a big deal. No, but not just it's not burning yourself. Forget burning yourself. It's burning the chocolate. You don't want to burn the chocolate. You know, you can heal. You know, chocolate costs money, so you don't want to burn the chocolate. You don't want to do that. You can burn yourself like a dumbass, like I just did, and you know, you guys get a little comic relief. All right, but that's it. You know, we gotta melt it, and we're just gonna put this to the side, okay, for a minute. Not a big deal, you know what I mean? It's just, you just need to melt it a little bit. Here, let me try this chocolate. Yeah, it's all right. Not bad for Hershey's. Man, I got 2 burns today, double whammy. Telling you, today is not my day. You would think it's like Friday the 13th or something, huh? I know there's some holiday today, right? It's some sort of day today. I don't know what day it is, but I know it's some sort of important day, right? So right now, again, I'm just waiting for this to cool down a little bit, okay? We're getting there. Let me get the, everything else ready in the meantime. We got the chocolate over here doing its thing. So we're gonna get some wax paper. The wax paper is to put the chocolate covered strawberries on. So we're gonna get that going, get that ready here. Okay, we're gonna work on that afterwards. No need to waste time. Too many things to do. But yeah, you already know how I do, on my other channel, on this channel. Let me put this in the freezer for a minute. No excuses. We just make it happen. That's it. Again, today was a perfect day for me to say, I'm not going to do the show. I'm going to cancel it. But it's like, I can't, man. Again, I'm trying to make this as, I guess, realistic-ish as possible, in the best sense of the word, just me in the kitchen. And it's the same thing with like you had a very hard Friday, very hard week. It's the end of the week, the end of everything. All you want to do is just come home, relax, put your feet up, do nothing. But you can't. You still have to do things. You got to cook dinner. You wish you can go eat out, but you can't afford it, or it's too expensive, or you're, all right, those are the same thing. Or you're dietary, whatever. You really can't get something to eat. So you gotta do some cooking at the worst possible time when you really don't want to. And then on top of that, not only you gotta cook, but you gotta get all the shit ready because you got Saturday, you gotta do all these things. And then Sunday, the one day off that you might have, you gotta do and it's just one thing after the other. And that's just real life. So, I got an easier life than most people. I'm not gonna lie, it's because I've made my life. Again, that's another story for another day. Check out my other channels for more context and all that shit. But the point is that, I still remember very vividly when things were very, very, very hard and I really had no control and things were really shitty. And, that's why, right now I have that in mind as well, because it's like, yeah, things are kind of shitty for me today. All the things that happened to me today, I burned myself twice. This one was a bad burn. Yeah. But it's not really a big deal. You know, we're big boys, you know, big boys and big girls with big boy and big girl pants. And we just make shit happen. You know, we ain't got time. We ain't got no time for none of that shit. Okay, so these beans they're getting there. I think they need a little bit more liquid. Or not. But we're almost there. We're getting there. We're getting closer to beans. I'll show you in a second. Hold on. So again, yeah, if you get burned, a great thing to do is to counteract the burn by putting ice cold, something the coldest thing possible, you know, like a piece of meat on your hand or what have you. Everything makes things better. It actually does help with the burn. You know, forget aloe, forget burn cream, forget any of that gay ass bullshit, you know what I mean? Just deal with it. You know, build up those calluses, all right? Oh, my time zone is, what is it, Central Zone? I'm 1 away from East Coast. So if it's 1 o'clock on the East Coast, it's 12 o'clock here. So. Oh, thank you, Lodak. Appreciate that, brother. But anyways. No, George, you know, actually what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do any of that shit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep cooking and doing the show exactly like I'm doing it right now. And have a gazillion people out there that love it and think that what I have is plenty of equipment and plenty of stuff. And if you don't like it, you already know what to do, bro. You already know what's up. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. You ain't hurting no feelings here, you know? So I understand, you know, we all got different tastes. You know, we all got different likes and desires, you know what I mean? You know, you might be more of a Bobby Flay kind of guy or whatever. I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, but regardless though, hey, I appreciate, you know, the watching and the views and the thumbs downs and all that shit. So thank you. But yeah, you know, regardless. But yeah, like I said, you know, to me, it's part of the challenge, part of the fun, part of the everything, you know what I mean? Doing everything I'm doing here. And that's it, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's fun because I haven't really cooked like what I'm doing now in a long time. And it's making me feel good, man. It's making me feel awesome. I feel really good that I get to be back in the kitchen, like, but on my terms, you know what I mean? Like, almost like if I'm cooking professionally, which I mean, but I'm not. I mean, I'm doing it for you guys and whatever that's for. Okay, so, we got the beans, we got the, okay, perfect. It's cooled down enough. Okay? So now we're gonna get the eggs. Now we'll mix it. So I'm gonna put the eggs in here, scramble them up, scramble them in here, and that's it. You know, add a little salt, start cooking them. Okay? Now let me put the beans in the back. All right, so I can cook this up front. We got the beans, but I think they need a little more water. Let me have a little more water. But yeah, soaking the beans for a few hours really did help, though. That's for sure. I think I'm just gonna have to taste one of the beans. There's two, right? Yeah, that's another thing too, man. I'm not tasting every 5 minutes. I'm not cooking. You know, I already know. I've been doing this shit for so fucking long. You know what I mean? I already know kind of like where everything's at, what I gotta do, how much I gotta add. It's like playing an instrument or something. You know, you just either you know it or you don't. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna add water. I'm gonna see. Hold on. It needs more water. All right, now the beans still need a little bit more cooking time, but man, are they good. Fuck, they taste good. God damn. You know, Christian keeps telling me, he's like, man, every time that I cook something that I make on the show, I was like, you know, this tastes so much, but this is like the best version of this that you've ever made. This is the best version of that you've ever made. It's like, man, I wonder why. I mean, I don't know, maybe it might be the stove. It might be that I'm cooking for you guys. I don't know what it is, but everything does taste better. So the new equipment. All right, let me get a little bit more water. Yeah, it's gonna need a little bit more cooking. Yeah, I know the beef back here needs more water. It's gonna be cooking a little longer. Got some more of that. Yummy, yummy in the tummy. Yeah, these beans need a little longer to cook, that's for sure. So, but yeah, man, the beans are freaking amazing. Wow, I even surprised myself with that one. Started to look like the thumbnail. Yeah, buddy. All right. And again, hey, by the way, a lot of you guys are probably wondering where the GoPro is and why I haven't used the GoPro. Right before I went live, I had the power go off, the whole internet connection, everything I had connected went off, and I couldn't restart and do everything. I tried to do everything I could, but the GoPro just died. You know? It's not dead, I just couldn't use it for today's show. So again, I sincerely apologize, but again, I was using this camera. I was bringing the camera over here, showing you guys as much as I can, and so far so good. So, all right. So okay, so now let's get all this mixed together. All right. So let me get the eggs. I'm gonna go crack them real quick. But anyway, shout out to everybody out there watching, hanging out. One second. Amorcito, ven acá. ¿Tienes un minuto? Puedes dejar un poco más que acá. En las papitas, ¿sí? Para mezclarlo ahí. So Christian's off screen. She says, "Hi guys." Hi guys. You got Gizmo out here too. They're both working very hard. She has a lot of work to do today as well. got the eggs. So we got, again, 6 eggs, bunch of potatoes. And I'm giving her some potatoes she can take with her as a snack. She's starving to death, you know, so and I took long today, but she understands. And again, she can have, there's food in the fridge, but she's like, nah, I'm gonna wait. Here's what beans. Gotta try the beans. But yeah, the beans came out bomb diggity. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. Oh, yeah, I thought them. Gizmo, what's up, brother? We got Gizmo down here, causing a ruckus. The usual. You can see his tail. You good? Really good. I know you're almost done. Okay. I gave her some snacks. I gave her a little shot glass full of potatoes. Okay, so she can, you know, eat these for as a snack and do. Put a little more. That's why I said I thought they're gonna make a few extra potatoes for the missus, right? Always. You got the strawberries, yummy, yummy. You can't wait for the strawberries as well. But again, okay, so now I just dumped the eggs in this thing here. Okay? Alright. Alright, so we're just gonna mix this together. Sorry about that, guys. So again, you know, the egg to potato ratio, it can be more potatoes in there. You know, it doesn't have to be, you just need a little egg. The egg is just kind of like the thing that's gonna keep it all together. Now we're gonna wait till the last second to add salt, okay? We're not gonna add salt yet. What I'm gonna do is, again, this pan is already oiled, you know, so we used to make the onions in. So now we're gonna add some more olive oil, okay? A nice amount. Okay, because remember, we're gonna make the potato omelet in there. The omelet's gonna cover this thing. Okay? So, we're gonna get this hot. You know, low to medium heat. Like, I mean, not low to medium, I mean like medium high heat. Yeah, it's already getting dark outside. What time is it? Oh my God, 7 o'clock p.m. 7 o'clock my time. It's already getting dark. So yeah, so shout out to North Star, everybody out there. Oh, North Star. Oh, okay, hold on. I'll send you the link to the music. Man, I feel like something's burning. What's burning back? Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, there's a piece of potato back there under the stove. What the fuck is burning, man? Jesus. Yeah, see, I gotta eliminate that because otherwise it'll fuck up with everything else, and I'll think something could be burning, and I'll just forget about it because it's like, oh, that thing's burning. All right, let me send you the link. Yeah, it's really, really nice, huh? Really nice, chill vibes. I can't believe it's still playing. How long is it? Wow, I've been streaming that long today already. See, today time flew. Time flew today. I thought it was gonna be a short, but I've been doing a lot. Okay, so here's the music. I'm sending you the link. All right, that's the music there. Hey, I'm in U.S. Central Time. Hey, let me know. Can you guys see me? Is it bright enough? Let me know. Let me know if you need more brightness. Okay. But I think it's good. Okay. So we got the oil getting nice and hot over here. We're gonna add salt now. Okay. But again, I waited to the last second to add salt because if you add salt too early to anything with eggs, if you add the salt too early to anything with eggs, then like it just makes the eggs not taste as good. And again, you gotta salt this a lot, you know what I mean? Like again, not a lot, but more than usual salted for anything. Okay, meaning when you're gonna salt potatoes and eggs, you always gotta add just a little bit more than normal, okay? And again, I don't use the kosher salt. Or anything like that. I use the regular table, granulated salt for things with eggs and certain things because you don't want to be crunching into anything when you're eating anything with eggs. Because if you're eating anything with eggs and you feel like a crunch, I don't give a fuck what it is. You're gonna think it's an eggshell. That's just the way your brain works, okay? Trust me. Because if you eat like an egg sandwich and you put like potato chips in there, trust me, that shit'll fuck with your brain, man. You'll be like, what? No, I know those potato chips. No, man, what if it's an eggshell? No, man. And you're not gonna enjoy the sandwich, man. The same shit here, you really want to try to avoid that, all right? So, okay, we got the egg mixture. Again, very simply, eggs, potatoes, onions, salt. We cooked the potatoes we cooked the potatoes ahead of time, we cooked the onions ahead of time, and now we're gonna put them all together, all right? So, here, I'm gonna show you here. Normally, I would have the GoPro. I'm gonna wait for the thing to get a little hotter, okay? But again, normally I would do it all on the stove, but unfortunately, since we got a situation over here, I gotta bring it over here and do it off the stove. So I'm waiting for it to get hot. I'm covering the computer up, as you guys can see. I don't want to get splattered with stuff. All right. Okay, so I think we're hot. We're getting there. All right. So let's get a little oil up on the sides. Okay, we're good. Let's get this going. So now what you do is that, again, you should do this on the stove. All right. And it's okay that it's not 1000% hot. You don't want to burn this, okay? It's very thick. It's a thick omelet that you're making. Look at that, perfect. Okay, so you need to cook this low and slow. You cannot put this in the oven. I mean, you could, but then you're making a frittata if you make it in the oven, and it's gonna be dry. This is a way to make it so it's not dried out, okay? Let's get this back on the stove. But yeah, look, you guys can see what it looks like, okay? And that's it, it's gonna start cooking, all right? Nice and slow. All right? You guys see it there, right? Okay, so we got it back on the stove, you see it? And that's it, we're gonna put this on semi-low, not low, but medium-low, okay? This is gonna be a medium-low. And now we're gonna cover it again, okay? So it can steam and help entrap some of the heat and let it kind of do its things, and try to cook it on top too. Now, once we gotta watch this at first, okay? So it's gonna start cooking, all right? And it's gonna start creating a crust, a little bit of an egg crust. And we're gonna start moving it around and making sure that we get some of that egg batter all over the place and so it cooks, try to get as much of it to cook as possible. And we're putting it on medium now. And then what we're gonna do is that we're gonna, once we got like a nice like base crust type thing, then we're gonna get, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put it on a plate, we're gonna flip it around, and we're gonna flip that bitch, right? And then we're gonna let it cook slow on the other side. Again, being very careful not to burn it, okay? Because it's eggs, it can burn very easily and quickly. So again, another key to making this dish work, try to have everything room temperature, hot, not cold or anything like that, okay? Again, now we have a bunch of dishes piled up again. Remember, we had the dishes all done and blah, 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 but now we have a bunch of dishes piled up again. But now I gotta watch. Okay, we got time. I'm gonna do a few dishes real quick, okay? You guys watch it for me, okay? Let me know if it burns. Where can I put this? Use strawberry towels. Right. So the beans are almost done. They're like 3/4 of the way. We still got a while to go. They're 3/4 of the way. Let me check on the omelet real quick. Check on la Tortilla Española. Again, I don't want to burn this at all. So it's already starting to form a little bit of the crust. So now I'm just removing it. Okay, slowly moving it up. And just, you know, letting some of that juice. Again, it already has a little crust, but I move it a little bit. Let some of that, the juice of the egg, you know what I mean, run to the sides. I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying, but again, just letting layers of egg cook under. You know, we got the runny egg, so we're just gonna put this. Okay. I need more of these spatulas. It's so hard to get. These rubber spatulas are such a pain in the ass to get out here. It's so hard. Like, geez, man. Just like the iron skillets. See, I can't use that big one. It's way too big for that. Okay, so we're almost there. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on the dishes for a second. I'm gonna wait on the dishes. I'm gonna wait for that. I'm gonna wait for the crust to form a little bit so that I can. Okay. We're waiting on that. Hey, shout out to everybody out there. Hey, look, I'm thinking about doing more of these videos at night, but they're hard to do at night, you know, because the lighting, seems like the lighting is working pretty good. No, it seems like it is dark in here. But yeah, I mean, I'm stretching the lighting situation here as much as I can. It seems to be working for now, but yeah, it's hard to cook at night for many reasons too, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know, think about it. I'm eating this meal too, you know what I mean? So it's like, you're gonna wait till later. So that's why I cook earlier. Like, a lot of people cook earlier, you know what I mean? So that they can have dinner ready later and all that stuff. So, all right, we're about to flip this guy, all right? It's very quick. It doesn't take that long. Yeah, this spatula is such a pain in my balls. All right, so this is very easy, very, very easy, okay? You put the plate on top, flip it, okay? That's it. All right? So now we're gonna put this to the side for a minute. We're gonna add a little bit more oil here. Again, olive oil, all right? So that the bottom, again, that doesn't stick. It has a little more flavor. It helps it cook. So we're gonna put this on the fire for a minute. Okay, let it bring it back up to temperature. And as you guys can see, as this sits and waits for a minute, Okay, some of the egg is still running out. Okay, you see some of the oil and stuff. Okay, but that's, I mean, that's all gonna cook. So we're gonna put this back in the pan. All right. So I want it to get nice and hot so I can show you guys. All right, because when I'm gonna bring the pan over here, it's gonna cool down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide this in there. I'm giving you the technique. So again, what I was doing is that as it was cooking, I just kept kind of like with the spatula moving this inwards. You know, remember, imagine it's backwards, okay? And here, I'll show you in a second. Okay, that's it. I don't want to get too hot. I don't want it to burn. Just for showing you purposes only here, okay? So, okay. So again, you see that liquid? Put it in there first. It's okay. It's not hot enough, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. You'd rather have it like this. You know what I mean? You'd rather have it mildly hot than over hot, and then you burn it. You don't want to burn it. It's very delicate. You're cooking eggs. Very soft. Okay? You see what I'm doing here? Okay? And this is where you need a spatula. You can use anything, but preferred method is with one of these spatulas because, again, you get the... You see what I'm doing there? I'm tucking it in. I'm tucking it in. Okay? All right, and it's gonna run. So it's the same thing, you know, you gotta just tuck it in, and now, you know, we're gonna cover it, okay? So you guys can see there, okay? Okay, so now it has to like kind of cook and steam slowly. So now I'm gonna leave it I'm gonna cover it up, okay? Now I can do some dish, okay? Yeah, so now you see I covered it up. Okay, now I'm gonna do some dishes, okay? Now I can like set it slowly, leave it there slowly, let it do its thing. All right, it's on medium low, medium to medium low, all right? So yes, guys, you know, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. You guys are awesome. So now we're going to be doing, again, double duty. No time wasted. Remember, we still got the chocolate here, all right? We're going to be doing that in a second. Okay, so I'm gonna take, okay, here we go. And the beans are almost done. We're smashing the beans up against the walls to break them up, get the starches going, help them cook faster, all that stuff, okay? Good thing I soaked these beans ahead of time, otherwise we would be here another 4 hours. Okay, so the thing is slowly cooking away. Let's do some quick dishes, and then I'll come back. If you guys have any questions, you guys want me to answer anything, talk about anything, let me know. Start asking in the chat. I'm gonna do the dishes in like 5 minutes, and then I'll come back and we can talk a little bit, okay? I'm still gonna do the strawberries. We're gonna do that next, okay? Oh, I feel the eggs. I smell the eggs a little bit. Okay. Oh, the battery's almost running out here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be making rice a little later. I'm not gonna make rice right now, but I'm gonna make rice a little bit for myself. But you guys can figure out the rice part, you know what I mean? No need to make rice, you know, every single time, you know what I mean? You guys get it. So look at that, look at what we got so far. Okay? And just keep cooking it slowly, okay? It's just cooking it slowly until we get the final product. Flip it again. Okay? So this is what it would look like once it's done. Alright? Still gonna cook a little bit more, but you get the idea. Okay, so now I'm gonna finally turn the beans down, put it to medium. We're almost there. In fact, let me show you where we're at. You can see the beans. I gotta change the camera battery in a second, but okay. Yummy, yummy. It smells so good. So delicious. Okay. Still got a little while to go. A little more to cook. So yeah, I'm gonna make some rice, you know, eat these with the rice and the Tortilla Española. And then these are the beans that we're gonna use on Sunday. So for anyone that hasn't already heard, on Sunday, I'm gonna be doing a special, a Super Bowl special, all right? an NFL kickoff special. All right, so we're gonna have an NFL kickoff special on Sunday morning before kickoff. The show will end by 1:00 p.m. Eastern kickoff. So I should be going live like around 10:30 a.m., 11 a.m. at the latest. We're gonna make some wings, okay? We're gonna make some wings. We're gonna make some nachos, some guacamole, some mojitos, and we're gonna have a great old time, okay? So, all right. So basically the tortillas is already done. I'm just like keeping it nice and low and slow. All right. So that way, yeah, see, I can't do this at night because the lighting is terrible. But anyways, we're gonna cook it low and slow. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna switch over to the webcam for 5 minutes. I can change the battery, and then I'm gonna come back over here, and we're gonna do the chocolate covered strawberries and call it a night. So give me a couple minutes so I can get the new battery in there, and we'll be back in a second, okay? You know, I feel like back when I used to work in the kitchen. It's been a while since I worked at night, cooking at night. Like, yeah, but this feels like almost like I'm working in the kitchen, you know, with you guys and shit. So. All right. So let's get these chocolate covered strawberries done once and for all. Fry oil back there. We got the beans finishing up. Let me check that beet real quick. See how we're doing. Alright, the beet is almost done. We'll wait. Let's just do the chocolate already, alright? Because otherwise, we're never going to do this. We're never going to finish it. So. All right, so the chocolate, we just melted some 60% cacao chocolate, you know, baker's chocolate, you know. Make sure it's not too hot. I don't want to burn myself again. And then just add a little oil. Right? Add a little coconut oil so that it wouldn't tarnish the flavor or anything. And then that's it. I got these strawberries. I washed them ahead of time. Okay, dried them. They're very, very dry. And then that's it. We got the chocolate. So let's get to it. And then we got some wax paper. So we're just gonna. Oh my God. Wind. Now it's windy. Oh. I'm telling you, it's been one of those days, guys. All right. Okay, you guys can see it there. I think, right? Okay. So we got the chocolate over here, and that's it. Hold on, let me try to find a spot for this. All right, so okay, scrape some of this chocolate off here. So yeah, just grab it by the leaves. Very terribly like I'm doing now. Okay. It's pretty easy. It's not that hard. That's what she said. All right. So you guys can see there. Again, just, you know, grab a nice, you know, we're gonna go with the ripest ones first, okay? Grab it, roll it around in the chocolate, take any excess off, okay? So again, I use like about 150 grams of chocolate. Also, look at how shiny they are. You notice, I don't know if you guys can see it there. Look how shiny they're coming out. Again, it's because of that oil that I added in there. Okay. So again, I added, I'm gonna turn this off. All right, so I'm gonna turn the Tortilla Española off, and I'm gonna let it finish cooking with the residual heat. That's it. All right, it's not gonna overcook or anything like that. No, just let the residual heat take care of it. Now, 1 second. Our tortilla is basically done. We got the tortilla done. Let's get this out of the way. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. They were extra chocolatey. Put it over here. But yeah, we got plenty of chocolate to do all these, all right? In fact, I think I'm gonna have some extra chocolate left over. And I think I have a banana. I just cover that banana in chocolate. So this, again, very, very easy dessert you can make for your wife, for your girlfriend. And you'll be, she'll love you to death. Again, I didn't have to do anything here. I mean, I didn't even have to melt the chocolate. It was so hot in the kitchen, it melted it for me. And then, like I said, I added it was a big bar of chocolate, okay? Of Baker's chocolate, 60% cacao. So again, the dark, bitter chocolateness. Will get nice and balanced out. From the, they're gonna get balanced out from the very, very sweet strawberries. Very sweet and ripe strawberries. Oh my God. There's a leaf in there. Oh well. Whatever. So yeah, like I said, it was like 150 grams of the chocolate, and then I put in like about a tablespoon, like an actual spoon worth of a spoon and a half, worth of non-flavored coconut oil, but just any kind of oil that has no flavor to it. So that way, you'll get the perfect product. It's gonna be nice and shiny. It's gonna be nice and shiny, and when you bite into it, it's not, the chocolate won't break off. You know how sometimes the chocolate breaks off from the chocolate covered strawberries? So adding a little bit of oil helps a lot. But again, you gotta make sure it has no flavor, otherwise Okay, the beans are done. In fact, they're 2 done. See, look, the beans burned as I was talking to you guys, all right? So we gotta save them real quick, right? If your beans burn, as mine did right now, all right? I'm gonna show you what to do, okay? Let's get these guys out the way. Emergency, emergency, emergency. So we don't scrape the bottom. Don't ever scrape the bottom, because if it's burnt and you scrape the bottom, all that is gonna be part of, now it's gonna taste burnt. The whole thing is gonna taste burnt. So what you do is that you empty it out. You know, you don't scrape. That's why you gotta use a wooden spoon. You just empty it out into another pan. That's what we're doing right now. And that's it. Look, bam. See, look, there's a few burnt beans. You're gonna see them there, okay? But see, they're there. So whatever burnt beans, they're gonna be there. If you mix it all together and you scrape the bottom, then all of a sudden, this whole thing is gonna taste like burnt beans. Perfect. Oof, that was close. Man, that was close. Again, you gotta use all 5 senses when you're cooking, or you're gonna be fucked. Thank God I smelled. As soon as I smelled, I hit the burn, I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Too much time with the strawberries. So now what I did is that, you see, I only burnt about a spoonful, or you can't really see there, but like a spoonful of beans. And look, it's burnt right there. You can see it, okay? That's not a big deal. No harm, no foul. So no loss. But see, look, it scrapes off very easily, but it smells so burnt. Ugh. But if I'm scraping the beans and I add it in the beans, I burned the beans and you cannot fix it. You're done. You're fucked. Goodbye. You're done. Eat burned beans. But since I know what to do, again, I did not scrape. I just made sure to just stir it a little bit, you know, not get any burnt bits, and then put it into another pan. It's off. I turned it off over there, and then that's it. I was able to scrape off over here. And now I am scraping with a wooden spoon, so that way they don't stick. So that way it'll be easier for me to clean up in a few minutes. Okay? And that's it. Crisis averted. Shit happens. But all this is an opportunity to learn. So this will happen to everybody. You know, don't be fucking thinking that, you know, no chef gets their shit burned. No, man. You got a million things going on, man. Shit happens, all right? So, again, nothing happened here. No loss of product. But I'm not going to use that same wooden spoon either. So now we switch it to the ladle. That's it. We're good. We're done. The beans are done. Now the beans are done. Yeah, they're soft. They're good to go. You see how quickly things can turn into a major disaster if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Alright? And I'm smelling the beans to make sure that there's no burnt smell coming out of there. Alright? Thank God, man, Bryce is a burden. Fuck, she would have killed me. She would have definitely killed me. I would have killed me. Alright? Alright, so again, the tortilla is already done. Okay? I'm gonna flip it over. Alright, it's a little bit too toasty, but it's okay, we're done. This is perfect, okay? This is actually pretty perfect, alright? That's it. Put this back on the stove. Put it on super low. Let it ride a little longer, just a little longer. We gotta make sure it's all cooked, okay? And then, alright, let me finish this chocolate thing over here. One thing at a time, right? So let's finish this off real quick. Only got a few left. Yeah, because if I leave them outside, they're not gonna get hard. It is 100 degrees, billion degrees out there. So that's also a good thing when working with chocolate. It's not gonna harden up on you anytime soon, literally. So. Is the sound coming through? Audio? Okay. So we still got chocolate left over. So I'm gonna see, I gotta, you know what? I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna put the banana here. I know I got a banana. It's frozen, even better. Because I was freezing the bananas to make a dessert with it. But fuck it. And I got a frozen banana here. Can I handle my banana? I don't know, I never tried to peel a banana while it was frozen before. Let me see if I can do it. Maybe I should have, well, I didn't know I was going to use this. Whatever, let's see what we can do here. I'm trying to peel this thing. I think I'm going to have to use it. Spoon. Peeling my banana. All right, so let's give this a shot. Chocolate is hardening up quickly. All right, that didn't work as I thought. This is not looking good. Terrible. Look at this thing. Fucking disaster. Oh my God. How not to do this, all right? All right, you know, I'm just gonna put it here, hope for the best. You know what, I'm gonna put it in a separate. Because otherwise it's gonna be melting everywhere. Man, working with chocolate is not easy, man. God. Not a fan. Definitely how not to do a frozen banana. That's what we're doing here. So yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to salvage the rest of the chocolate. I know if I put the, look, so, okay, so these guys are done. Here, let me show you this. Oh, look at that. All right, these guys are done. So I'm just gonna put this in the fridge now so they can get nice and hard. That's what she said. Okay. All right. Now the banana thing, I gotta do separately. But yeah, the banana thing, I'm gonna try and salvage what I can out of this thing. Just because, again, I don't want to throw away that chocolate. Well, I don't know what else I'm going to do with it. I got a banana in there. You know, the banana was, again, I threw it in the freezer because it was already getting overripe. There's a perfect way to use it. But I know if I cover the chocolate and the banana in the chocolate and I put it with the strawberries in the fridge, it's going to defrost. And then it's going to make a banana mess inside of, you know, right where all the cherry, you know, where all the strawberries are. So I'm keeping that separate, and then I'm gonna do an experiment. So I'm just gonna cover the shit in chocolate, throw it in the freezer, and then we'll eat it later, you know what I mean? And we'll let you know on Sunday how it came out, okay? But that's it, I'm not really, you know, the chocolate's already like seized up. It's already like fucking disgusting mess, all right? So let's just try it. Look, I'm just gonna paint, all right? I'm just gonna paint the banana. All right, look at this. A fucking disaster. Look at this. It isn't even sticking. All right. Okay. Okay, Jose. Great job. Well, see, like I said, not everything is going to come out. You know, sometimes we got disasters like these. All right, so I'm just going to get all this chocolate, okay, put it on the banana. It doesn't matter. It's just, as long as it's edible, that's all that matters. It doesn't have to look pretty. It's just for me and Christian, okay? But again, just to encourage you guys to just keep trying and cooking, even if you mess up. As long as it's edible. That's like the main component, guys. You gotta remember that. If it's edible, you're good. You're good. It doesn't have to look pretty. You can work on making it look pretty. If it's a really good, amazing thing that you created, then you can make it look pretty eventually. You know, focus on making sure it tastes good, all right? Focus on that. Once you do that, then all the other stuff, okay? So, make sure it tastes good first. Seriously. All right? So that's it. A chocolate with bananas, we already know this shit's gonna taste good. So, I'm just trying to put it on top here. All right, I think I'm gonna just end the banana situation here. The banana adventure has come to an end. Okay. Oh my god. It's like a booger that won't get off. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna beat her all day. Done. We're done. We're done. Freezer. Good riddance, banana. Jesus, man. You should have just saved the chocolate on the side. Fucking A, man. What a fucking disaster that was. Jeez, now I got chocolate inside of this. I got chocolate everywhere. I hate working with chocolate. I mean, I love eating it, don't get me wrong. Chocolate is so delicious. We all love it. But I hate fucking working with it. Okay, alright. Alright, we're done there. All right, let me show you the beet situation. We're ending it here. We're almost done. So the beet is done. So once you boil the beet, okay, in order to make beets, it's very easy. Just wash the beet, don't peel it, just wash it really well, and then stick it in water and boil it and boil it and boil it, and don't season it, no seasoning, just water. Boil it and boil it and boil it and boil it until you can stick a toothpick through it. Here, let me show you. Okay. Okay, until you can stick. Okay, so as you guys can see, the beets in there in the water. So as we can stick a toothpick through it, easy, hold on. Stick a toothpick, and it goes in, fairly easy, and it comes out fairly easy. Okay, it's cooked. It's gonna be thick and hard to stick in there, but you can stick it in, and push it out. That's when you know your beet is cooked. Now, how do you peel it? Easy. As it's hot, you run it under some cold water. I'm gonna show you real quick. Hopefully you guys can see, and then the peel comes right off. All right. So we just dump the water. Get some cold water in here, okay? The cold water is to cool it off. But here, I'll show you, okay? I'm gonna show you right here. All right, so that way you guys can, all right, you can see how easy this is, all right? So, again, these beets, we had to cook them already. We're already taking too long, so I had to. So again, the beet, take it out, and then you see how the peel comes right off. That's it. Easy, easy. Okay? So hot. Just sticking it in there, pull it down for a minute. But you see the peel comes right off, okay? When it's hot, okay? That's it. And then with a knife, you just cut the tips off. Okay? And that's it. Give it a little wash. All right? Water. Okay? And that's it. You got your beet. And then you cool this down. All right, hold on. All right, and then you cool the beet down, okay? The cooler it gets, cold, you serve this cold, so you gotta cool it all the way through, and then you just slice it and dice it or whatever, you know what I mean? And then you just serve it like a cold salad, You can serve it with cucumbers, you can serve it by itself. I like to add a little bit of vinegar, a nice little red wine. A nice little, good vinegar, a nice cherry vinegar or something like that. Some good olive oil, like really good. Not the olive oil I cook with, but perhaps something like a nice olive oil, okay? Like a really nice olive oil. Used to like top off, okay? This is like, to eat, you know what I mean? So you add this at the last minute. So get a good olive oil, a good like sherry vinegar, a little bit of raw garlic, salt, pepper, slice it real nice and thin, and you got an amazing beet salad, okay? But again, you can make the beets with a bunch of things. Again, a nice little sherry vinegar, nice good olive oil, salt, pepper, a little bit of raw garlic. No need for the raw garlic, but that's it. And you can just dress anything up like that. Again, cucumbers, green tomatoes, the beets, and so on and so forth. So many other things, all right? So, all right, guys, we had a pretty full day today. We made some beans. Here, let me show you the beans. Let's go through the whole thing, all right? Let's go through the whole menu. All right? So, here are the beans. Nice and done. Okay, we saved them. We saved them from getting burnt. But see, look how nice and thick. All right? Look how nice and thick. They're done. All right? So we got perfect beans, okay? We're gonna use these beans on Sunday as well. We're gonna eat them now, but we're also gonna use them on Sunday. they look and smell delicious. All right, so we got the beans done. And we got the Tortilla Española. Here, it looks better like that. Look at that. Look at that beautiful thing, all right? You didn't see anything. Anyways, and that's it. Ta-da! We're done, folks. All right, hold on. Man, that was like a nice barrage of a bunch of things I had to do there at the last minute. All right, so now I look at all these dishes. There's so much for clean as you go today, huh? So I got a lot of dishes to do. I got a lot of cleanup to do. I got a lot to do still. All right, as most of you guys probably do as well, or maybe you guys are already ending your day and you guys are enjoying it, hanging out with me. Regardless, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the show. It was a process today. You know, again, we get it going. We got it going. We cooked our meal, and now I'm gonna start. You know, again, I gotta clean all this up. I gotta prep for Sunday. That we're gonna cook some wings. I'm gonna see if I can marinate them. I was gonna try and do it today. I got too much going on, so I'm gonna see if I can do that a little later. And that's it. Just marinate some wings. You know, get a few things ready. And guess what? You know, on Sunday morning, I'm gonna be here for the NFL kickoff, where we're gonna be doing some cooking. We're gonna make some nachos, some wings, some guacamole, some mojitos, and whatever else I can find. And we're gonna have an amazing time. And we're gonna just sit back and relax and enjoy the games or whatever it is you're gonna do on Sunday. But you already know the deal. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sorry I couldn't have the GoPro. Again, a lot of technical difficulties today, but we still barreled through it, and we had a great old time. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. You already know what to do. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon so you know exactly when I'm going live, because again, it's pretty random still. We're still working on a lot of kinks. Eventually, we're gonna have a schedule, and I'll be able to let you know exactly when and exactly what time and all that good stuff. In fact, this Sunday, again, at 10:30, 11 Eastern at the latest, I'm gonna be live, all right? So 10:30 a.m., 11 a.m., I'm gonna be live. All right, we're gonna do around 2 hours of, again, just cooking some wings real quick, hanging out, drinking, smoking, and getting ready for the game. So guys, thanks again for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out, and love, peace, and enjoy the rest of your night, and enjoy the weekend. I'll see you guys Sunday morning. Bye.